Yo, what's up?
Hey yo, what's going on?
Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you for tuning in to Chats with Corey and Curtis. What's up? We're back for another week on a Monday.
A bit later than normal, but
I did say 4:30 on my social media and telling everyone, but like we were saying before, late on everything, and
Yeah.
I'd honestly be late to my own funeral. So, like the people are what are the barristers walking in with the hearse?
yeah.
What are they called?
What are they called? They're not barristers.
No, it's not. I don't know why I said that.
they're bearers, pallbearers.
Pallbearers.
Mm,
Pallbearers.
It's a big word. Yeah.
Could be Corey bearers then, wouldn't be Paul, right? Anyway, first things first, we just wanted to get in to our
Sponsor.
sponsor.
All right. Yes. As you may have heard, our sponsor is Get Some Sups. It's our good friend Dylan. Let me just see here. And
Okay.
busted.
That's cool. So yeah, Get Some Sups. Our good friend Dylan, he's obviously started up a supplement company, and we're just waiting on the computer. That's cool. Talk to us, anyone. Anyone's got something to say?
Hooray! All right, and I push that. One sec.
That should work. That's cool.
Sometimes these things happen.
First couple of technical difficulties is that
There
should
we
be
go.
it.
All right,
We
there
should
you
be
go.
out.
You can't see us anymore, but whatever. You can see the page.
As long as they can hear us, that's all that matters.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they
Our
can. All right,
sexy
yes.
voices.
Get some subs, everybody. Our good friend Dylan has offered us a discount code. So yeah, if you use Corey and Curtis, as you can see in the top, it's Corey ampersand Curtis, you'll get 15% off your order.
Whatever purchase you get. So,
That's right.
for example, as we always do, we'll click on the C4.
Yeah.
Or would you want to try something
let's
else?
just try random.
Try
'cause-
random.
Yeah. All right. Let's have a look at these.
Beautiful. So just ampersand. See, I always
There's
have.
also no way protein.
Okay, yeah.
It's
No,
actually-
it is no whey protein.
Yeah, it's
That's
lining up.
insane.
That was lucky.
That is insane.
All right, so $69.90, as you can see here. We'll pick a flavor.
Good
Probably
number, by the
banana,
way.
I'm guessing. Yeah,
Banana.
that's right. Yeah, well done, Dylan. Oh, okay, and we've still got the C4 in our cart from last time.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, that's
okay,
cool.
We'll run through. Now here, we've used this code before, but as you would, click on this, enter a promo code, and we'll type it in. So it's Corey, C-O-R-E-Y, then ampersand, Curtis, K-U-R-T-I-S. Click apply. Bam. On this order, I'm saving $17.84.
Dude, that's sick.
Yep. So if you need subs, come to Get Some Subs, use our code, save money.
Also, the free delivery in the Melbourne metro area.
That's right.
Man, which I don't know how many times I can say it, but I'm just going to say it every single time. No one else is doing this.
No
one else is doing this.
That's right. Yep.
Which is awesome. And I think we're catching up with Dylan in the next couple of days. Bit of a catch up, bit of a meeting.
Yeah.
So
Should be good.
any more info, whatever, we'll let you know.
We'll pass it on.
Yeah, we'll pass it on. Cool. And dude, I've been flat out on this C4 actually. I don't know what it is in here,
This.
but it will get you going. It will.
The first time I had it, I felt buzzed, man. Like, I've never really had pre-workout before.
Yeah.
But it made me feel warm. It's interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
But apparently, you get used to it. You kind of,
Yeah, you do. If you continuously have it, dude, even I think I might have had maybe too much the other day, and I really had the tingling and the feeling before the workout.
Yeah. It's a byproduct of one of the components in the thing.
Well,
cause tingly skin. Some people.
It's cool though. Like it's a cool feel. I mean, it's probably
It's kind of like you're jacked up.
yeah, you're just jacked.
But yeah. Anyway, as you've probably read by the title of this video,
Curtis is leaving us.
I'm going away. Yes.
Curtis is leaving us. Norway. Curtis is leaving us.
Yeah. So I will be heading to Norway.
That's awesome, man.
As well as Denmark and a few other places.
Yeah.
Probably.
So yeah, where else? That's literally all I really wanted to chat about today, man. Was your going away.
Sweet. Yeah.
Your trip, whatever else comes up.
Yeah. I'm thinking southern France, probably along the Riviera.
Southern France.
Yeah,
Along the
yeah.
Riviera.
So like there's like this road that follows the beach along the south of France, along the southern coast of France.
You're
Yeah.
just going to like ride down it.
I don't know. I probably can't afford that.
Okay.
Yeah, honestly, I'm broke as heck.
That's what a Norway trip will do.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
that's what, like, well, 2 months, right? Is it 2 months?
I'll be going for 2 months. Yeah, so I'll be leaving on Friday, and
What time? What time?
yeah, like 10:30 at night. Yeah. So,
How long's the flight?
So flight time is probably like 20 hours flying, but this trip I booked is broken up into 3 legs.
Have you finally got the itinerary?
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
lay your
All the-
itinerary
I've got
out.
all the flights booked.
Yeah.
Like there are some internal flights I will have to book, but yeah. So Melbourne to Doha to London to Copenhagen.
Okay.
So I'll be catching up with my brother. And we'll be spending some time together. Yeah. So I'm heading there on this trip rather for my brother's wedding. So if you didn't know that,
Yeah. And when's the wedding?
in January, late Jan.
Mid-Jan.
Yeah.
How long they been together?
Man, they've known each other for a long time, but they've been together for like 6 years, maybe longer.
6 years.
Yeah.
How?
Probably longer. Yeah.
Longer than 6 years?
Yeah.
Dude, what do you think is like a respectable amount of time to be with a girl to ask her to marry you?
Okay. Well, there's people that do it like in a couple of months, don't they? And
I
they're
think
fine.
do you think that's too much? Too quick?
Well, probably.
Like getting married is a big thing, do you think? Like, you know, obviously it's legal matters and you sign papers and whatnot, but it's more than that. It's the commitment of you are going to spend your life with this person.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's big, man. It's, you know, and
It
in a
should be
couple of
big.
months.
Yeah.
Dude, I've known you for 2 years. I don't know if I'll get married to you, but do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Like-
There's still a lot to learn about each other. Yeah.
Exactly.
But I think we're not in a relationship, so we're not learning as fast as you may. Yeah.
That's true. We got a lot of podcasts to do before we get married. Dude, we
Yeah.
might even get married on the show.
Yeah, may as well. Have a civil union.
What's the civil union?
Oh, I guess we could get married now, couldn't we? Oh, just like
So we true,
Yeah.
because like gays couldn't get married.
Yeah.
But okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's
Yeah.
not do that.
No, don't plan on it.
No. Well,
But yeah, how long do you think?
well, I was talking to my girlfriend, and she was like, it takes 7 years to fully know a person
Oh, okay.
in a relationship, and that could just be like a statistic that she might have heard. I'm not too sure. We didn't delve deep in it, but I took her word for it. 7 years. For me personally, being 26, that sort of thing is way in the future. And I've been with my girlfriend a month off a year, or a month and a half off a year now.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Less than-
1 out of 7.
yeah, that's
that-
one down. Ticking off.
Yeah.
Man, I'm already getting anxious. Just playing, baby. You know I love you.
Yeah.
No, but it's been really great. It's been a great year, to be honest. And a reasonable time, maybe 4 or 5 years, you know. And
Yeah,
then
I
you
think
still
5.
got, I guess, when you get married, you still got plenty of time to get to know each other. Like, I don't want to be one of those couples that ends up like, you know, 45 and not talking and you know, and hating each other and
Yeah.
shit. I don't want to do that.
I don't know where I heard this. Probably someone I was speaking to, but they were saying like the reasoning for a lot of the high divorce rate in America.
Tell me.
Yeah, it's like people that aren't marrying each other for
The right
for
reasons.
their best friend. Yeah, they're not marrying their best friend.
Okay.
Yeah, they're marrying somebody who may have an attribute that they really want. Like maybe they're successful. And
Okay.
they're like, I want to be with this person because they're successful.
Okay.
And that might be something they're attracted to because, I don't know, we're all attracted to those sort of things these days. Like, you got to get money. You got to achieve things. People,
Sadly.
yeah. It's something we're subject to. It's not something that we may all support. But yeah, so people are marrying for those reasons. Maybe they think they just look good, and then
Through
later
their
on they don't look
attraction.
good. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Anything can happen, but yeah,
They're
so
not
people,
marrying for quality.
yeah, they're not marrying their best friend.
Okay.
Which was, I guess, what was, I don't know, spoken about. You were instructed to marry your best friend when you're in the olden days. That's what.
Is that what it was? Because I had no idea. I didn't know
Okay,
it was
you
going to
never
be your
heard that?
best friend. No.
Ah, okay.
Because like my last relationship, we were good friends, probably best friends, at before anything, further happened. So, and then we got together and things just didn't work out.
Yeah, okay. It didn't work when you were best friends. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess.
So, like, is that a?
Well,
but that could be like,
you marry your best friend if they were still if you were in a relationship with them and they were your best friend then.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, I guess if it changed after you started being in a relationship, then it's different.
Then she's obviously not my best friend.
It wouldn't be. Yeah.
Yeah.
May not be.
Okay, that's
Anyway, that was some advice from old people.
That makes sense. True. Well, there is a high divorce rate.
Yeah, it's like almost 50% or something in America.
Yeah, man. Touch wood, doesn't happen to anyone that I know or you know. And like, I want to be one of those little old married couples. I don't know. It's a lot of Italians and shit. That you see.
Yeah,
I don't know why they have it right. I think because you always see them and they're always the happiest.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, people marry people who were like in the same town as them. I might have spoken about this before. Like someone who there's like so many billion people that may suit you. Yeah, but they marry someone who's right next to them, like living in the same town. Yeah, and maybe old people did it. Like, they just got married because they had to. It was expected, and there was no option of marrying any other person, like, because there just wasn't many people around. But now people are exposed to so many people that you kind of are more picky, more choosy.
And the communication now, you can meet people from overseas like that in a heartbeat. Like, you've seen the show Catfish. A lot of people you've not seen Catfish?
No.
Oh, dude, Catfish is a sick show. Do you mind if we get into these?
Yeah, true, we should have.
So we got some beers here because it's Kurtis is going away.
We're going away. These are Stone and Wood Pacific Ale. Delicious. Stone and Wood. I'm going to make sure this is correct.
I've never had it.
Yes, Byron Bay. Sweet.
Byron Bay.
Company. Yeah, so you know it's good.
You got to know it's going to be good. It's going to be like a summer vibe.
Yeah. So these are really fruity. Yeah, delicious.
They're fruity.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can smell it already. Yeah.
Let's get it, bro.
Yeah, that's right. So it's summer. I'll be leaving summer.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers, everyone.
We're leaving summer to go to another winter.
Yeah.
Cheers, man. Good luck.
I don't know what I'll be drinking over there. They drink beer, but...
Ooh, that goes down a treat. That goes down an absolute treat.
If anybody's ever had Little Creatures Rogers...
Okay, same sort of
similar
vibe.
Flavour, yeah. Nice and fruity.
You get these sorts of beers from Brunswick.
Mm.
Like Brunswick, I don't know, it's like alternative hipster vibe. And you get Stone and Wood from Brunswick. You get, like, they'd never have, like, a draft, like a commercial kind of beer. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All small independent brewers.
Yeah, which is pretty sick, I think.
This company was a very small, made in Byron. But now it's sold all over Australia. It's kept in the Grilled... chain, the food stores.
Oh, Grilled.
Is
it? No way.
Buy it at Grilled, all over the country.
Oh, that's that. Okay.
Which is like a big achievement for this little company.
Well, because Grilled, dude, I remember cleaning windows, met the owner of Grilled.
Really?
Yeah, cleaned their house.
Oh, okay.
Like the owner of like the whole franchise, everything.
Okay.
Wow. It was like a married couple. And I
probably can't reveal too much about their private life.
No, I'm not. I don't know. I remember I don't remember the address. I don't even remember their names.
No. Yeah.
But as I was leaving, she literally gave me heaps of free cards and shit. Like, she's like, "Here you go." And we got into it. She was really nice for the house they had, which was a mansion.
Yeah.
And I'm talking anything's a mansion for me.
Yeah. Compared to this shoebox. Well, this isn't a shoebox, but...
No, compared to where I've lived in the past and where I, would aspire to live, it's somewhere where I'd aspire to live. And yeah, really nice. That's good, man. They were so, like, super rich, but real humble too, which was cool.
It happens probably, I don't want to say accidentally, but some people just make it real fast, real quick, and they don't have time to become pretentious, I think.
True. Do you think? Well, because Grilled, I don't like. Did Grilled just in particular Grilled? Did it just blow up out of nowhere?
I think it just appeared to me.
It just appeared, didn't it? They were like, bang, there you go, have some chicken.
I think it was really successful really quickly. Yeah. There's another burger joint. Yeah, anyway. Just, I would come from a small town, Toowoomba. And there's like 3 of them there.
3 grills in Toowoomba.
Yeah, it's 150,000 or something people. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's a market you'd want to hit, though. Like, I don't know. I can't imagine in Toowoomba. I've never been, but a whole hell of a lot else.
There's
like
there is now, like I don't know if you're familiar with the layout of a lot of Melbourne shopping centres, like that where they have the high end clothes and like all these certain brands right next to each other. You go into most shopping centres in Melbourne, probably all of Victoria, they'll usually be laid out in the same way. Like
the shopping centres will be laid out in the same.
So
of course.
There's this one in Toowoomba now, which is also laid out the same way. It's had a revamp recently.
Okay.
It's existed before, but
so in like the food court's got all the Maccas, the Chinese shops, the KFCs, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. It's just a regular,
just normal.
Yeah. But it has the high end stuff now as well. So they are becoming more developed. Like
well, that's what
city. Yeah.
That's what Melton has as well, man. Melton 20 years ago was country. Country when I was like a kid. It was classed as a country. Now it's classed as a city. Yeah. City of Melton.
Yeah.
Which is mental, man. And I don't know how many people are there. I remember it boosting up from like 30,000 to 50,000 in like, to 80,000 in like no time.
There's 100,000 to be a city or something like that.
I think that's right. Yeah. And then, it was like 80,000 when I was like, 19 or 20.
Yeah. And
I've been out since I was, I like that. I've been out of jail.
Out of the.
Pretty much. But I love you, Meltoners.
Meltoners. Okay.
You wouldn't say that. I don't know. I just say.
Melburnians.
Meltonians is probably more what you would say.
Yeah. This is good. By the way, I guess there is a clause on YouTube. You can't promote the consumption of alcohol or something like that.
Oh, you can't?
This is for educational use only.
This is only for education.
Or something, yeah.
This is only for education. Yeah, no, fair. What are we trying to test? How much yeast is in here?
Yeah. How much liquid is in each bottle?
That's right, because it might not exactly be 330 ml, so we're testing it.
Yeah. I don't know. There's this guy called Psyched Substance on YouTube. You guys can check him out if you're into psychedelics or you're interested in them. He shows or talks about a lot of psychedelic drugs, but at the start of his video, he plays this clause saying, I'm not promoting the use of illicit substances. This is for educational use only. And he does educate people.
Okay, well,
but
now...
I don't know about alcohol. Is it illicit? I guess not.
Well,
so
it's legal.
I think it's okay.
Should be fine.
Yeah, it should be fine.
And if anything, to our viewers, we're promoting them. And it's actually really good.
That's true.
If we were ragging on it, like, fuck this Stonewood, then, they might be a bit up in arms, but it's actually really good.
Yeah, it's delicious.
So, how was your weekend, man? What did you do?
Man. Yeah, last
Leading
week,
up.
Geez, yeah. I worked. Man, I don't even know how much I worked last week.
Did you do like a fair bit?
Yeah, 5 days, yeah. Man, I don't know.
5 days is a lot.
5 days, and not Saturday, which was nice, but Saturday, Friday night, went out to Pixel Bar. That was a fantastic place, yeah.
Oh, sorry, one sec, man. I didn't know this could go back this way.
It's like
man,
break your leg.
It's like it's like those when they're doing leg press, those videos, and their legs snap back.
There was a dude in UFC recently who like celebrated after knocking a dude out. He jumped up on the fence and was like, yeah. Hopped off the fence, jumped down, and kind of like slammed his feet as he landed.
Yeah.
And he tore his ACL. So he went down and his knee went backwards.
Oh, no.
Just like, boink.
Can we get that video up, please?
Should be able to find it, yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Dude.
Just, crazy.
Well, that happened to Anderson Silva against Chris Weidman. I haven't seen that one.
How recently was that?
Oh, that was a few years ago. That was probably honestly 6 years ago or something.
Yeah.
Dude, it was so good. He leg kicks Chris Weidman. and then he checks it, so he hits his shin. Hits his knee, instead of his thigh, and it just snaps.
I've seen that.
You've seen that one?
I don't want to show too much.
All right, we won't get into it too much. I'm keen to see this one, but
got to see when it was.
So, what were you saying before that? You worked a lot.
It's Jack Coleshaw.
Jack Coleshaw. Okay, yeah, peep this.
Yeah, worked a lot. And then, went out on Friday night to...
That's right, Pixel Bar. How
Pixel
was
Bar.
that? Did you have a couple? Or?
Yeah, a couple. Yeah, yep. They had like 4 different types of Japanese whiskey, which I really like.
Hell yeah.
I had some of that.
What kind of... What? Give us a...
Nikka from the barrel is what I had.
Nikka?
Yeah, Nikka. So that's one of the major distilleries. They've got Nikka and Suntory.
Okay.
Suntory also make other beverages as well.
Oh, really? All right.
So 2 big distilleries. They've been around for a long time.
So at the barrel, you mean like... So I don't even know...
Yeah, that's the name of the type, the thing.
Oh, it's called out the barrel.
Yeah. Yeah,
okay,
from the barrel.
it's like aged in the barrel.
Yeah.
Is that what they do? Like the wood?
Yeah, wooden barrel. Yeah, that's like, for whiskey.
That's for whiskey, right? And then the longer it is, it's like, that's why it's like 12 years Gentleman Jack. Aged. Is it aged in that one
barrel for 12 years? Sometimes they will change the barrel that it's in. Sometimes they'll open it up, put something else in there, close it back up again.
Oh, okay. What are they chucking there? Like a boot or something?
Just to flavour it, yeah. But so they leave it in there for sometimes up to 20 years. And because it's porous, wood is porous, it leaks a bit of it out, and there's less liquid in there, so it consumes more of the wood flavour. Like it leaks through the wood.
Okay, like
so
go down after a while.
So the older the whiskey, the darker it should be.
Okay.
Yeah, and the name for the bit that goes missing into the air, because alcohol is like a gas that will evaporate. Yeah, if it's pure.
Okay.
Pure ethanol. They call that the angel's share, the bit that goes missing.
So like,
share
the
for the
angel.
angel.
Yeah, well, it's like the house. The house always wins.
Yeah. Yeah.
Share for the angel share. I like that.
Oh, when did this happen?
Can you find it?
Yeah, I've got it here.
Oh, sick. Yeah, pop it up. Amateur, go up.
That's just a photo, I think.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He
celebrates.
All right. Yeah, this is nice and quiet. All right.
Oh, that's sick.
Should I turn it?
Pop it up for the peeps.
All right. Yeah, don't forget to use that discount code at the top. All right, here we go. All right,
good left hand while he's on the ground. All right, he jumps up.
Yep, celebrates.
Oh! Oh no!
Yeah.
No, go back.
Yeah,
go back. You got to go back.
I wonder if it'll replay. It should do it.
Oh, hopefully in a slow-mo. I don't know if it's gonna.
No, not enough time.
What a dickhead!
Yeah,
and he ruined the other guy. He came off worse.
Well, there we go.
Wait,
again.
go back to the start of
right.
the knockout.
Okay, yeah.
The TKO.
Right at the start. All right. Okay, so it doesn't show much of the fight.
So he looks. They both look pretty skinny dudes. He pops in with that nice left, and then.
Yeah, they're very lightweight, aren't they?
Yeah, this is bantam fly. Maybe the.
Bonk.
Oh, the way he jumped off.
Who does that, right?
You don't like put your legs. Oh man.
Who stomps their legs?
To jump back down.
Yeah.
You know that feel when you're jumping a fence and then you jump down and that pain shoots through your feet?
Yeah.
Dude, that is the worst pain, so imagine that.
Yeah, crazy. So he jumps down and goes, like, kicks the ground as
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he had to just jumped in the air and jumped up and landed like that would have been fine.
Yeah, he didn't bend his legs or anything. You know how you cushion your fall.
You just cushion your fall with the balls of your feet. You bounce and you're fine. He just jumps off and then it's like a Mario from Super Mario 64.
What do you do?
Oh, you would press A on Nintendo 64, you'd press A and then Z. He'd do a little flip jump, but land on his butt, and it just reminded me of
stomp,
that. Yeah, like a stomp like that.
Okay, yeah.
Dude, that's messed up.
Yeah, that was bad. Yeah. So
what was his name?
I think it's Jack Coleshaw.
Jack Coleshaw.
Yeah.
Unreal, man. Anyway, so what else do you do, bro?
Oh yeah.
What else?
Saturday
What's new?
had lunch and went and bought a jacket for my trip.
Sick, yep.
Yeah, big jacket.
Like puffy jacket,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's going to be cold over there, right?
Yeah, it's like it was 4 degrees in Copenhagen. I checked the other day. 4 degrees and raining. Norway's minus.
Damn.
Because this is like the coldest time of the year for them.
In the
Just
North
gonna
Pole.
check weather again.
Yeah, check
Let's
it.
confirm.
Well, because we're about to go into 40-degree heats in Australia.
Yeah, that's right.
And you're
Opposite.
about to go to -4.
So at the moment, Copenhagen is -1. It's just in the
What
morning.
time of day?
7
7
in the
a.m.?
morning. And Fagernes, which is a small town in Norway, is -2.
-2 degrees.
Yeah. Its peak will be -1. The warmest it will get.
The warmest,
Yeah,
as in today?
Today.
Yeah, the warmest it's going to get is
Yeah.
-1.
2 degrees, 1 degree in the following days. Yeah. Copenhagen will be up to 5 tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah. So
It's going to be like you're in a fridge/freezer the whole time you're there.
Yep.
What jacket did you buy, man?
Oh,
Like
it's
a
a
nice hard yakka kind of.
big North Face puffer jacket, insulated. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Polyester.
You're going to look like a big...
Oh yeah, I put it on the other day. It's like massive. I'm like a little twig in the middle of it.
Do you want to put it on?
You can go get it if you want. It's on the hook.
All right. Talk to the peeps.
Yeah.
I'm keen to check it out.
Blue jacket. Oh yeah, I've also got this here.
Oh, dude.
This is what I'll be using.
This one?
My backpack. Yeah, and that's the jacket. Sweet.
Peep it out.
I should wear it for a bit.
Yeah, put it on. This episode is brought to you by Chats with Corey and Curtis and Get Some Subs. But dude, look at that. Yeah, that's you're just ahead.
I know. It's massive.
No, that's cool, man. How much was that?
Well, I got a sneaky Gumtree deal.
Sick.
Apparently, it would be $400 normally for these kind of jackets. Yeah.
400, and that's obviously like a windbreaker,
Yeah, it's waterproof.
waterproof.
Yeah.
Dude, it's a pretty sick. So how much did you get it for?
$100.
$100, man.
Brand new. People on Gumtree didn't want it. Yeah, like it was just the wrong color or something.
Man, people
Yeah.
are too picky.
Yeah, I know.
That's picky
I
as
didn't
shit.
care.
They dropped $300 off the price so you can get that. Fuck 'em.
I think they might have bought it last year and they just haven't used it.
That's awesome. And yeah, your bag.
Yep, backpack. I've used this once before on one trip. I went to Vanuatu
How long did you go there for?
for a month.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
And so
Was that just traveling?
yeah. Like I pretty much stayed in one hostel for the whole time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And then just like ventured out.
Yeah.
Was it expensive in the hostel?
Hostel was at most I think $15 a night, and then after you stayed there for 20 days, it was down to $10 a night. So that's pretty good, but
Pretty cheap.
yeah, and it was probably the cheapest you'd find, but it was right in the center of town. But
That-
I've been looking at hostels in Copenhagen, and
How
they're
much? Are
like
they
25,
25 a night?
the cheapest, and so that's probably real bad. I'm expecting like 30.
Are you expecting
for a
other
decent-
people to be in there? Like,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like packed, man. This is probably the busiest time of year, or one of the busiest.
true, around Christmas time,
Yeah.
like December,
gotta
the
be
holiday
sick, though.
season.
There's gonna be people from, I don't know, Italy, France, Greece,
The travelers.
England.
You're going to get.
Yeah, there's gonna be people everywhere.
You're just going to bang so many chicks.
There's gonna be plenty of people.
That's a nice way to put
Yeah,
it. There's
yeah,
going to be.
we'll
Dude,
see.
no, honestly, my friend who works, he does like some acting gigs and does just a few, whatever. I don't know. Sometimes he just works real late.
Yep.
And he has to stay in hostels, like, so he's from Melton. And he stays in hostels if it, because the trains only run till like, 11:30, 12 or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah, 12 something out
Like
here.
on the
Yeah.
V line and that.
Oh yeah.
And so him to get back to Melton's, it's just better for him to stay in the city and stay in a hostel. So he just picks up a random hostel and just stays in it. And he tells me there's like 8 people in it. They're dank. It's dirty.
I thought you meant dank like nice weed or
no,
awesome.
well, no, I don't think
dank and like damp.
Just like damp and you know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Just like rusty and just shit. And there's 8 people staying in like the same room and stuff like this.
Yeah, most of them are communal. Like to get your own room, it's like double the price.
Yeah, which is fine. That's better, man. You get to meet heaps of peeps.
That's what I liked about doing it in Vanuatu. Anyway,
was it the same thing? Same vibe?
Yeah. So there was a room with I think 12 beds. Yeah, 12 beds. There was probably 8 people in there at once. So
could you put like one of the spare beds next to yours and double it up
all
like
the beds
a
were on the
luxury?
On the wall of the room. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. How big was the room?
About this big. Yeah.
This whole room?
Yeah, about the size of this studio.
Oh,
yeah.
Dude, that's too many
You
people.
think there's too many? Yeah.
Sometimes it's like this gets enough for you and me. And
Yeah. But we've got a lot of shit here. The beds are like on the wall, and you put your shit below the bed.
That's probably all there is, right?
Yeah.
It's just to sleep.
Yeah. That's how I used it. I didn't spend much time there.
You'd only sleep there, and honestly, if you had to, you'd sleep on the floor somewhere. You know what I mean? It's not that bad.
Most of my time was like drinking Tusker.
What's that?
It's a beer in like a Vanuatu beer brewed
Okay.
there.
Yep.
And it's like $1 a bottle, something like that.
Dude, that was the best in Thailand. It was the same. It was like Chang's. I liked Chang. I wasn't a fan of Tiger.
No, we've had it here, yeah.
Yeah, we got Tiger here. But it was the first time I tried it in Thailand. Wasn't I don't know, it was just too much yeast. But the Chang's was sick. I remember getting smashed with these German dudes. And they were gay. It was they were best, dude. They were like tall and like stocky.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And just like they shouted us like beer. Like, I mean, the same $1 a beer, like 40 cents a beer, or like it's nothing. And yeah, we just got mental with them. It was really sick. But Vanuatu was really good too, man. The natives, when we rocked up on the boat.
Yeah, you went there too. Like you're on a cruise.
On a cruise. Recommend a cruise, dude, eh? You spend a lot of time on the boat. And the boat's where it's at. Like they got comedy shows on the boat. They got, excuse me, they got like music shows on the boat. They got pools, people, buffets. Everything on the boat, so it's mainly there. But then you get off for like a day. We went to Villa, which was cool.
Yeah, the capital of Vanuatu.
The capital, Port Villa, and then we went to Noumea, which Noumea literally looked like the back of Melton South.
Oh, it's a French. Noumea's French.
It was French Caledonia or something.
New Caledonia.
New Caledonia, but
Noumea
French.
might be the name of the.
Yeah. New Caledonia.
Yeah, so it didn't look developed.
Dude, literally like I'm talking about the back of Melton South. Like
I don't know.
Okay, you don't know Melton South.
Yeah.
Sorry to those old Meltonian Southers. Dude, no, it wasn't like as you pulled in. So pulling into Villa, dude, sands, tropical trees,
blue as water, but there's surely blue water at New Caledonia. Was it nice water?
Oh, in Noumea. It was okay water. Actually, one thing about Noumea that I will give it, like walking around wasn't too bad. Like once you got kind of from the surface of just looking at it, because it looked crap. But what was awesome was the natives were like wearing straw, dresses. You know that what I'm talking about. Like they had like the little cups, the chicks, and then the dudes were doing these dances, and they'll welcome the boats in. That was really sick. I appreciated that. But just the look of it was no good. And then you walked around and I was with my sister. I went with my sister. And it was fun, but it wasn't anything like Vanuatu was really good. But we went to Vanuatu when there was like a tornado that just tore through it.
Yeah, that happened after I was there. Yeah.
Yeah, because when did you go?
2012. Oh, 13. Sorry.
2013. Yeah, I think I went. I'm pretty sure I went 2014. Yeah, I must have gone 2014.
It was pretty soon after. Yeah.
And dude, no joke, tree trunks like the size of like half of this room were ripped out of the ground and everything. Well, we couldn't do. So there was this underwater walk tour where you put a helmet on and you just walk along the ground of the sea.
Where?
In Vanuatu.
Yeah, where in Newport Villa.
Actually, like Vanuatu.
Somewhere else on that island.
Couldn't exactly tell you where. Well, so I think Villa's different. So Villa's a different island. Then Noumea is a different place, and then Vanuatu's I think a different country compared to New Caledonia, right? Is that right?
It is. So Port Vila is the capital of Vanuatu.
Yeah,
and the island is at Fate, and then I think Noumea might be the capital of New Caledonia.
Pretty sure you're right there.
So the underwater walking thing. Was it in
Vanuatu?
In Vanuatu, but near Port Vila, like near where the boat was?
No, so we got on the boat for like another day.
Yeah.
And then we got off at like Vanuatu.
Yeah.
Not exactly sure.
Somewhere in Vanuatu. Because I saw a few cruise ships come into that, like Port Vila.
We did?
Yeah,
dude.
Went down to them. Yeah.
Villa was sick. Cool. Villa was literally the tropics. It was like a place you want to go.
I really want to go back, and people keep wondering, why do I want to go back?
Oh man, we went kayak. I met this girl, this random person, and just went like kayaking and canoeing, just drinking beers, Heineken and whatnot. It was really good.
Yeah.
But then Vanuatu, so they stopped us doing the underwater walk. Yeah. Which, because of the tornado and whatnot, they're like, oh, we can't risk it. But we did zip lining there. Dude, I had this mad as like this. Sorry, remember what you're going to say. This spider as big as my hand.
Okay, yeah. Was it white? Man. Was it white?
It was. No, it was weird, man. It kind of had this long body. Like that. That was like its ant. Body. Yeah, and then it had legs on it. I don't know, like that. It was
it's so crazy because there are these scary things there. But apparently nothing can kill you.
It wasn't poisonous. Yeah. So this dude, the native, I don't know, Vanuatuian.
Nivan.
What is it?
Nivan.
All right, that's better than Vanuatuan. That's one beer deep, man.
Yeah. You only learn these things like if you spend time with the people and you spend a long time there.
Oh, yeah, very true. Yeah. Well, you spent a month. I probably spent a day and a half, like all up. So it was, other than that, it was all Australians on the boat.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Just from different areas. It was really cool.
Yeah. This guy.
This dude, this like tall. He was a black man. Just talking to me, and I'm like, I looked at it, and I put my hand up, like, because the spider web was here, and I put my hand up against it, and my sister's like, wow, that's massive, and took a photo and stuff. Anyway, and then he just grabbed it, he just picked it up, and he didn't care. No. And he's like, no, it's not poison. I don't know, I've never been there, so I can't. Right. I don't know if I could trust this guy.
Yeah, that's why we're scared of most snakes and stuff, like, because we don't know, like, whether like a green snake is gonna kill you.
A green snake look dangerous. They look cool.
Yeah.
But they look scary.
Yeah, I think it makes sense to be scared of stuff if you don't know anything about it.
Because it's foreign. Like, you look at a tiger snake with those black, white, and red stripes, and it's in the water. It's a tiger snake, isn't it?
I don't know. Never seen one.
Okay, you never seen it? Type in a tiger snake.
All right, yeah.
And, dude, it like goes in the water. It is scary as shit. And I can't imagine it at, like, nighttime. But this dude grabs it and he puts it, like, I just get him to put it on my shoulder. I don't know why my shoulder. That was weird. Yeah. But he puts it on my arm. No. Actually, I lie. He put it down here, and then it started crawling. And I'm like, I got a photo like this, and I'm looking at it. I'm like, oh shit. Oh no, not a tiger snake. Okay, I don't know what snake it is, but it's red, white, and orange, and it is scary looking.
Oh, is it in the ocean?
I think so. Oh. Do you know what I'm talking about?
It could be a sea snake.
Type in sea snake and suss it out.
I think I know the ones.
And it's right here and stuff, and I'm like, get it off! Get it the fuck off me!
Man, just looking at these snakes is scary.
Right, put it up on there.
Let's go. Alright. Yeah, man, sea snakes.
Dude, so it's not one of these. What one am I thinking of? Type in like red, white, and orange. Just type that in, and snake, obviously.
Alright. Wolf. That's
That
that's the
one.
one.
That dude.
Oh, this
Nah,
one.
yeah,
This
this one here.
one. Oh, jeez. Milk snake. That
Okay,
looks
milk
scary
snake.
as.
I thought it was. I don't know. I thought it was a tiger because of obviously it's orange.
Sorry to anyone that's tuning in. Yo, hey, get some subs. Welcome. Thanks for watching.
Hey, get
Yeah,
some
yeah.
subs. What's up?
yeah,
Peace and love.
yeah.
We're just peeping out some snakes.
Yep. We're talking about Vanuatu.
Yeah, Vanuatu and
Just
obviously
foreign
insects.
animals,
And
yeah.
dude, this thing. Click on like that big orange one, dude. Like right there, second down, and that to the left.
This one?
Yeah, that one. Make that big.
All right. That's it.
Can we zoom in on that? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Sorry if you don't like snakes.
Yeah, dude, snakes are probably were up until I was, I don't know, maybe 20, my worst fear.
Yeah.
And then in Thailand, when I went to Thailand, I held a yellow snake. You know those big yellow pythons?
Mm.
Dude, I held one in my hand. It was mad.
Mm.
It was really cool.
Mm.
Dude, and it started and it moves. Obviously, it moves, but it's like moving in the body, and you can feel
Like inside its skin. Like
yeah, I don't know what it's
sliding a bit.
doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, like instead of just like doing just normal movements or whatever, it's like, I don't know, vibrating in my hand.
Mm-mm.
And it starts to look at me, and I don't know, I guess you're not meant to look at them.
Mm.
And then they quickly grabbed it off
Yeah,
me.
you can't stare at snakes or something.
Yeah, I'm not sure what
Yeah.
that is, but
Yeah. don't like them.
it scared the fuck out of me.
Even snakes that you know are fine, they're still scary.
Oh yeah,
like-
well,
Even ones that can't bite you or whatever. Like when I lived on the farm or on our property, there was quite a few snakes, and some you knew were a python. Like they weren't gonna hurt you,
but
they
it
could go around your arm and
constrict you.
a little bit. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. But I went up and patted one day, and I was filming it.
Just why not?
Yeah, yeah.
From behind or the front?
from behind. Yeah. And then
He was
it was okay, and then he turned around and reared his head up, and
Oh really?
I was super scared. Yeah.
Is this did you know what snakes
Yeah,
like?
I knew
Is
it
this
was a python.
okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it definitely wasn't a black snake, brown snake.
Like a fat
red belly
python?
black. No. Yeah, pretty fat. Yeah, at least 6 feet long.
Oh
Yeah.
fuck!
Yeah, it was cool, but I tried to brave my fear of snakes that day.
And that's what you were doing.
Yeah, but then he turned on me. I was like, whoa.
Have you ever seen Jackass?
A little bit of it. Yeah.
Okay, on number 2, Johnny Knoxville and I think it's Wee Man get into and Ryan Dunn. They get into the ball pit of snakes.
No.
Like this is the snake pit, ball pit, snake pit, or some shit. Anyway, and they're just trying to run away from it. Ryan Dunn gets the fuck out of there straight away. And then Johnny Knoxville jumps on it and grabs it and picks it up, and it literally goes up and turns around and just bites him here and just keeps biting him, and he's just pissing out blood, and then starts to constrict his leg. That is scary as fuck.
Yeah, he probably shouldn't have done that.
No, it's a bad idea.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's the show of Jackass, isn't it?
Those things are terrifying. Yeah, that's right. They are. Yep.
Dude.
Sea snakes especially, yeah. Because that's their environment, man.
Dude, you don't know. You could be foot deep in water. You could be foot in any water.
You
I
could
don't
be
know what.
totally at the bottom, a few meters underneath the water, scuba diving, and there could be a sea snake there.
Oh,
yeah,
dude.
crazy.
And I don't know, because sharks, I'm pretty sure are you're in their territory. Obviously, you're in the snake's territory. I don't know about snakes in the water though. If you know how sharks can, I think it's every 2 feet that we can swim. A shark swims 50 feet.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Right.
Probably, yeah. I believe that.
I'm pretty sure that's
so
correct.
much faster than people. Yeah.
There's no winning.
No, that's right. Yeah, you're gonna lose.
But
yeah.
I don't know what a snake could do.
Oh, they could swim quick.
They could swim.
I've seen land snakes swim across water.
Yeah.
Across a few creeks, like a brown snake. They're reasonably quick, not super fast. But one that's underneath the water, and it's evolved to live under the water.
Yeah, it's its habitat.
Yeah.
How do they move underwater? They got no hands.
Well, the same way that they do on land, but probably with more ease.
True, because if they're
you know how dolphins,
they wouldn't move on the ground, or
dolphins, or you know when you do the butterfly, when you're swimming, yeah, and you,
that one,
you wibble your body, yeah,
and
you do the
it's more of a hump in the air,
kinda, yeah. Except they do that sideways, like a normal snake on land, yeah.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Dude, yeah, seeing a snake just right out.
You just can't escape.
I'm sick of these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane.
You know, I still haven't seen that. Snakes on a Plane.
Not worth it.
No.
There's an Australian in it. The dude, have you seen Wolf Creek?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the guy that's in Wolf Creek is in Snakes on a Plane. It's a great movie.
Yeah, okay. I thought Samuel L. Jackson was in it.
Yeah, but he was around that time. He was in everything.
Still B. Yeah, I guess if you're in everything, you end up being in B movies as well.
Surely, not everything can be a classic. And I mean, The Rock probably can't make a bad movie.
But he was in some bad movies.
The Rock?
Yeah.
Has he? Like what?
Oh, like...
Well, Snitch. I don't think I was a big fan of Snitch, but and I don't think it was a blockbuster.
And there's a recent one where he's like saving people from exploding towers. Like,
what is it?
I just think the plots are boring.
Yeah. True. The plot's kind of all the same. He's like the big action hero. You know what? I watched G.I. Joe the other day. I think it was number 2, Retaliation. He was in that. I'm like, and Channing Tatum was the main star of the first one. And I watched the second one thinking that Channing Tatum was going to be, not that I'm a fanboy of Channing Tatum, but a little. He's a good actor. Right. Yeah, I like his movies. And he was literally in it for maybe like 5, maybe 10 minutes, let's say. 10 minutes. And then The Rock took over as like the main character. And it was still good, but it was just like another Rock movie. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. He doesn't seem to be very... What do you call it? When
not a character actor. Yeah. One-dimensional.
Like, diverse. I can't think of the correct word right now. But
he's very good.
Yeah.
Like, unbelievably.
Yeah.
And I did like, was it San Andreas?
That was San Andreas was the
where is the Navy, and then the flood came in. That one was really good.
Because I thought it was like just silly.
Okay, I'll admit that one was really good.
Yeah, okay.
For me though, like everything's subjective though, isn't it? Like
right,
everything, like what I like might not be what you like, and what you like might not be what I like.
Yeah, it's super hard to tell.
Keen on another one?
Yeah, may as well.
I can get into it.
Yeah.
Cheers. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it.
Right.
Stonewood holding us down on lockdown. Cheers again, bro. Leaving us for 2 months.
Yeah.
Dude, you're going to have the best time, I'll tell you that. Like, honestly, do you reckon you'll come back as like a new person? Do you feel that when you went to Vanuatu for a month, you came back as like a different person?
When I went to Vanuatu, I was very young. Like, I was 1 year out of school.
Yeah, okay. So it's like 18?
18 in Queensland, yeah. And, when I came back, definitely, like, I was exposed to so much stuff that I never was. Like, I was really sheltered when I grew up.
Yeah.
And then you go out clubbing with, like, in clubs in Vanuatu. They're not really clubs. Like, they're kind of bars that are dark.
Yeah.
The whole scene was interesting. Drugs everywhere and whatever. Yeah.
In Vanuatu? Dead set, huh?
Yeah. There was actually a dude caught smuggling.
No, while you were over there?
Yeah. And I was like friends with his partner. Somehow I became friends with his partner. Yeah. And
he got caught smuggling into Vanuatu. That's one of those countries you don't smuggle into.
No, like Vanuatu is actually really strict, and they're really Christian. Yeah.
Are they? Were you saying that the other day?
Yeah,
you might have been saying that. Yeah.
I was reading the paper when I was there, and they're like talking about homosexuals, and they're like, "There's no place for homosexuality in Vanuatu," and like it was a really popular opinion. Yeah, you would find it difficult to reason with people. About that particular subject. Anyway,
I think that true. I think everyone's set in their ways, huh?
Yeah, it takes a long time, and I think it only happens with generations. Like a new generation might think slightly differently.
You're right. Like like baby boomers. Honestly, a baby boomer right now would be like 65, maybe 70-ish. 60.
I would call my parents baby boomers. They're about 60 something.
Okay. Well, my dad's 56.
Sorry, Mum and Dad, less. Yeah.
My dad's 56. I'd probably call him a baby. It wouldn't be Gen X, because Gen X would be my brother or my sister. Probably both. Like 81 and 86, 88. Sorry.
Yeah.
So baby boomers, you're right. Like these people are probably the hardest people to change their views from just what I've encountered.
Yeah, I do think young people are more open to change.
Yeah, why is that?
I don't know. I don't know. somehow we were told that it's okay to change. Yeah. At some point in our bringing up, our parents told us that.
True, maybe the boom. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Baby boomers were like the lead, like teaching you, because I was always taught up, brought up, accept people for whatever. It doesn't matter, like color, gender, whatever their preference is. Like, it doesn't hurt you as long as it doesn't hurt you.
Yeah, that's right.
As long as it does not affect you.
Yeah.
And if people are persistent on it, then just stay away from those people.
Yeah, it's just a rapey person.
That was that was the golden rule. Stay away from the rapists.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't talk to strangers.
Usually what you want to do. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know why it is, but I think.
Well, my sister and my brother, like they're completely open to it. From what I gather, I've known them for 26 years.
But I wouldn't consider my parents very flexible.
No,
not in many topics. I have tried. Yeah, I'm sorry, mum and dad, but I have tried. Yeah, just like even when you just show people as it is, like you don't put your opinion on it. You just say like these are the facts. This is what occurs. For instance, global warming. Yeah, and the influence that humans have in global warming. A lot of people just don't want to listen to it. And to be honest, global warming as a concept has been around for a long time. Like I've seen things from the 50s
for global warming.
Yeah, and even earlier than that. Say there was when coal use started to really come about. In the early 1900s, there was an article written warning people about the use of coal, and they knew that CO2 in that point was going to inhibit the Earth's ability to shed its heat. So CO2 in the atmosphere. So this is something that's been known for a long time, but it's I don't know.
We probably made it worse by aerosol cans, cigarette smoke. Just obviously the coal,
lots of, like animal byproducts. To be honest, are big ones, and the concept's been around for a long time, and people haven't seen any tangible evidence. So they're like, oh, it's not true, or like, oh, it's just a bit warm or a bit
because
cold.
It's a gradual change.
It's slow.
A gradual change, dude. That's why
people don't know. Like things take. They can't conceive the amount of time that it takes for things to evolve, or for things to actually change.
That's that.
The scale of Earth's time is so much longer than a scale of one person's life.
Yeah, well, we've been around billions.
Yeah, Earth's like 4 billion years old. Our planet. Yeah, which is so long.
That's
and you just can't conceive it. Yeah.
What is that?
4,000 million.
4,000 million.
I don't know. Like how many? There's so many lifetimes in that. It's just crazy.
Yeah, and we weren't even around that whole time. Like,
no.
And then we became.
I don't even know how long a human has been around for. Yeah.
No, me
as
either.
a species, 120,000, the Homo sapiens, but there's just a lot to it with global warming, and people haven't seen evidence, so they discredit it. But yeah, you just look at the science, and then you're like, yeah, this is happening. We can predict based on like. Have you ever heard of like looking at the ice caps, the polar ice caps, and analyzing the gases which are stored within the ice?
No, you were talking to someone recently that I was around for the other day.
So there's gas trapped inside the ice on the polar ice caps of the planet.
So we're talking Antarctica.
Yeah, Antarctica and the Arctic Circle. Yeah. And so...
Sorry to cut you off. Is Arctic Circle and Antarctica the same thing?
We've got the Arctic, which is the north, and then Antarctica, which is the south.
Okay, so Arctic is where you're going?
Yeah, we're going to the Arctic.
Okay.
Yeah, the northern hemisphere, yeah. Anyway, the gas, you can analyze the atmosphere.
Do you have another comment up there?
Yeah.
What's that say? Sorry.
It's so hard to read that. One sec. I might be able to make it bigger.
Let me get right close. Yeah, the boys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a bit better.
Yeah.
Those things are terrifying.
Okay, that's a good question, actually. Yeah, what do my parents like with veganism? Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Hear about that. Chat about that. We'll get back on what we're talking about later.
Okay, yeah. With veganism, my mother has known that I've been like an empathetic person for a long time.
Yeah, I feel that. Like you get that vibe from when you meet you.
Yeah, okay. Empathetic. Yeah, it's part of my character now, I guess. Yeah.
Like to listen. It's good to be empathetic.
Yeah. Yeah, that was maybe something that was that was instilled within us from a young age from our parents. Yeah, which is a fine thing. But my father, they're both religious, and I find it difficult to have a conversation about veganism with people who are religious.
Why is that?
Because of, particularly with Christian scripture, within, I can't recall which book, it could even be Genesis, so the first book of the Bible, it says that the creatures of earth were made for humans, as in humans were given dominion, control over these creatures. And however, we know that's not the case anymore. Well, we have no
depends
reason,
what you believe.
We have no reason to believe, but we do know why animals exist and how they're similar to us. Yeah. And so if someone's religious and they think that that's true, that animals were created for our use,
that's in the book,
then that almost gives you the right to use them however you will. Yeah. And so if you can, why wouldn't you? Like, you've been given authority from this person who,
not even a person, but
this
some
thing,
entity,
deity that rules over you,
is giving you the okay to do what you will with animals. So
you may as well, kind of. That's the way I perceive people to carry out that action. However, there is also writings in the Bible which says, "Thou shalt not kill." Right, that's one of the main commandments.
It kind of just contradicts itself.
Yeah, it's still killing, and so where do you draw the line in that case? Like, what do you think is killing or not killing, or how
do what you will with them?
Yeah,
but thou shalt not kill. Maybe you can do what you want with them while they're alive. I don't know.
Okay, yeah. I think when that book is written, animals weren't considered to be much because of maybe the way the societies were formed at that point, just the way they were, and they were probably had these values wherein they were told, or they perceived that the animals were for them anyway. So when they say do not kill, they mean people. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
However, these days I would propose that we consider animals more than nothing. Yeah.
They're 100% more than nothing. They're 100% more than nothing. I think that definity comes from what animal it is. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think we were talking the other day, and we were saying,
where do you draw the line? What's like, okay? Yeah.
Are we including even going as small as insects? Do you know what I mean? Like, are we considering them? Because like you'll step on 1,000 ants in one go, but people like you would have a problem with killing a cow. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Not saying, not getting into it, man.
It's a big topic. Yeah.
It's a massive topic
and so
surprisingly enough, we were going to talk about it. Yeah,
we will speak about it at one point. Yeah. So my parents would hold that as truth, as in animals are there for your use, and then we'll just use.
So they have no. So they do have a problem with you being a vegan.
I don't know if they have a problem. I think. I assume everybody knows that an animal feels pain, right? I assume that they can empathize with my stance, saying I don't want to cause them pain. So that I think they're okay with that. Yeah, and they're probably okay with me not wanting to cause pain in general. So I think they're fine with veganism, probably so long as I'm healthy. Yeah, and that people are fearful of the vegan diet because there are people who haven't been healthy in the past because they haven't watched what they've been eating or...
Yeah, the diet could go... Yeah, I mean, a vegan diet, you could be on Doritos for a vegan diet.
Yeah, the same as like, I don't know, someone who just eats only pizza. Like, you're going to get real fat. You're going to
get real fat and you're going to be unhealthy. All your your vitamin and mineral levels are going to be way down.
Yeah. So anybody can get sick on almost any diet.
I like that. That was a good question, though.
Thanks for asking. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So they don't have a problem with you necessarily being vegan, but I don't
think they'll, until they give up religion, it would be very hard for them to be super compassionate towards animals. Yeah. Because of that, what's written.
Do you think they will give up the religion ever?
I don't know what it would take. I've tried, and I've shown everything that I was exposed to, and
what were you exposed to leave the faith?
Oh, just like science.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Just like
a big thing.
logic and all that, you know.
Okay. Yeah. Being sane.
Yeah.
No, I'm just playing.
Yeah. Yeah. I've tried, and I don't know whether they would. But also, like in the scripture, you're taught to be compassionate, right, and kind towards others. When you go and kill something, you're not really doing that, right? So
maybe you're doing it out of, I guess, the love for your family. Maybe. Do you know what I mean? Maybe that's the compassion they're talking about.
Perhaps at a point that it may have been necessary for these people to consume an animal, like that might have been
probably
the only way of surviving. For
them. Like evolution might not have happened, or like
when the book's written is very recently in evolutionary terms. So.
When was the Bible written? To be honest, because a man wrote the Bible.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not anti-spirit. I'm not anti-religion.
Yeah.
But okay. I don't believe in it necessarily.
Over a period of 600 years. Yeah.
It was written over. Will we talk? Yeah.
We did speak about this recently with another fellow. Yeah.
So it was written over 600 years.
Yeah, and written by many people, many authors.
So it's
translated.
What was it? 40, wasn't it? Is that right?
I'm not sure how many authors. It might have been said in that conversation.
In that conversation we were talking. Okay.
40 authors,
that conversation was a bit out there. So. Yeah. And then he said whoever said it, all correlated. To be prophecies and true and etc. etc.
Yeah.
So anyway, but that's 40. Let's say it's 40 people. That's 40 different times in the world. That's like over. Let's say it was 2,000 years ago, and then it was 1,400 years ago, and then 1,800 years ago, and then 19.
It's more like at most 2,600 years ago.
That it was all written and stuff?
Yeah, maybe a bit more.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's so many people's different opinions on everything.
Think about the intelligence of people back then as well.
Yeah, not much.
They're not
probably.
They're not very intelligent, at least the average person. The average person wouldn't be able to write, so you would assume that if they could write, they were kind of smart, they were wealthy a little bit. They come from a rich family.
And rich back then would have been, what, having $2 maybe?
Or they could have been relatively rich, like... upper class, we would still call it upper class or something like that. Yeah, the poor person wouldn't know how to read and write. Yeah.
No.
What do we say? The Bible was written around the times where there were way less readily available foods as well. Yeah, I would expect the society's structures at that point to be heavily centered around some like staple crops like wheat.
A lot of wheat for sure, and
then,
farming. Farming would have been a lot back then.
Yeah, but not super agricultural or like really developed. Like wheat was a major crop, and then animals, as is written in the Bible, like there was a lot of sheep, a lot of goats, a lot of oxen. Yeah, sheep. And so you assume that they were a large part of that society. You use the sheep to make clothes and. Yeah, there was like the shepherd, that's like a...
But you could shave the shit. Do you think shaving, you being empathetic and being a vegan, do you think wearing is harming the animals? And do you think that's bad? That's a big one, I think, because you always hear people are like, oh, this is not me. I just want to let you know. People say that it's like, oh, you're against the killing of animals, but look at your leather skin boots. You know what I mean? Like that shit. Are you personally against wearing a jumper that's made out of sheep's wool or like a cow hide on the ground? I don't know, maybe that's bad. But...
Okay, well, an example would be I still have a leather belt that I've had before I was vegan. Okay. I'm not going to throw it out.
Okay.
If you had I've got woolen socks that I bought before I was vegan. Okay. Still wear them. They're good work socks. Yeah. Some vegans may just stop using those things altogether.
Completely cut it out.
But the reason why I would be against maybe purchasing a new woolen jumper would be because an animal is purposefully bred into existence to suffer from these things that have been selectively bred into it. So excessive hair growth and excessive skin folds. So that's the way that we can get a lot of what do we call it, wool or fur, like a big coat on the current sheep, is that they have like really floppy skin, heaps of skin, and it's like an excessive amount. Like you think of an old person with all their saggy skin.
Yeah, or like Adam Sandler on Click when he's playing with his fat.
Like his liposuction belly. Yeah.
Have you seen that?
Yeah, I've seen
okay,
Click.
awesome.
Yeah. And so
Best
sheep these days have been bred to have heaps of wool. So a sheep that you would see in the wild wouldn't need shearing. So people think you might be doing a good thing for the sheep these days, you know, because if you don't do it, it'll get too hot and get matted and might get caught in a tree or something like that. But it's only has these things because we bred it to have these things. A natural sheep.
Do you know how we bred it?
Yeah, similar to what we may have spoken about with wolves recently. So you just
they're just
and like domesticating dogs. Right?
Yeah.
You would
Well, that's
the ones which are
purposely done, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. So it's an intentional thing. So we're breeding this animal into this world where it has to suffer from having to be sheared, otherwise it'll overheat and die or get caught or some other things will happen to it. And then it has these, you must like cut around its arsehole or else it gets this like infestation.
Well, when it shits, it'll have droppings of the shit in the
maggots
hair.
will grow there. Yep, it's a pretty disgusting thing, right?
Well, that happens to dogs as well, man.
Yeah,
that happens to. I don't know about cats. I've never seen it on multi, but long-haired cats it probably would.
Yeah.
Like if you had a white cat and it's very fluffy, that would probably happen. Because
you see it.
They don't wipe their ass.
No,
they don't have thumbs, right?
So they've got this abnormal for its standard body over its evolutionary history. Didn't have all this hair on it.
Imagine like a wolf's asshole, like that's been out in the wild for 20 years.
It's probably reasonably clean.
You know what do they wipe it on?
Well, dogs drag their butt.
That's true.
But they do that when they've got worms or something like that.
Yeah, when your asshole's so itchy, you can't scratch it anywhere else.
You just drag it.
You just got to drag.
Okay.
Okay. So in like a summary of that, you wouldn't.
Yeah.
Buy.
Yeah, because you're forcing an animal to exist.
Okay.
Which suffers from these things.
All right. And before we get to that next question, well, on that same thing, do you reckon that is okay when they do that? You know how like they cut dogs in the summertime for the heat, so they're shearing the sheep in the summertime or whatever because they are going to get
multiple times a year. Yeah,
and I don't know if they like it. I mean, they never seem to. Animals never seem to like being held down. Like I worked in the hospital, and when we had to hold people down for some reasons, they were really over the top, erratic, screaming. We had to hold them down. No one likes being held down against their will, obviously.
Yeah,
and this is an animal getting sheared, but maybe it's for the
wounded.
good.
They get wounded as well. Like they get cut with the shears. Often, like they get kicked and thrown. If you've seen any footage of a shearing shed, it's not pretty.
I can't imagine it being too pretty. Like farmers would be like rough dudes, like throwing hay bales and
throwing sheep and
manly men
and like using electric shockers to get them up the ramp. Like
that's not right.
And the shearers are paid per sheep that they actually shear. So the more they shear per hour, they cut them, they bleed a whole bunch. Yeah. So I don't like the process. Yeah.
I understand that.
I think it's a poor thing to do. Yeah, when it's not necessary. We've got this thing here.
What is that? What's that made out of?
Polyester. So like fabricated esters. So which are very similar, like little cloths, very similar to as you would call a wool piece of wool, like a very fiber, like a fiber. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's not.
No. So it's like plastic based.
And that looks sick. That looks comfy. You're wearing it.
Yeah, it's super hot.
Yeah, you're rocking it. Yeah. So keep it on, take it off, do whatever you got.
Yeah.
Should we check this?
Yeah.
What's this last one say?
So, do modern people have less excuses to eat a lot of meat? Yeah, certainly. Yeah, especially now that we know that it's not necessary. I think maybe if we're speaking in relation to a person from the Bible, they may have thought that it was necessary to eat meat, perhaps. Yeah.
Okay.
However, there are...
But not everyone's followed the Bible through
that's right. So
all these years,
there are
right?
Jains in India, people who follow a certain thought. I think it may be...
Jains,
J-A-N-E.
What's that mean?
Oh, J-I-N, sorry. They they follow a certain religion which is similar to Hinduism, I think,
Like-
or Buddhism,
Okay, yeah.
wherein they harm no animal at all, no insect. They make sure they brush the seats off before they sit down. Like, they're very careful in the way they live their lives. They have been following like a vegan diet, no animal. They do have some milk actually, so it's mostly vegan. It's a strict vegetarian diet for a long time, and so we know that those people haven't had to eat meat. So it's not necessary for them to eat meat for however long their religion has existed. We would assume that a modern person can deduce that, oh, they don't need to do it, why do I need to do it? Especially when, say, the cheapest crops around and the cheapest foods aren't animal foods, say like rice and beans.
True. Why
they're
are fucking steak and salmon, dude, $26 for like 2 pieces of salmon?
You think
Bullshit,
about like,
Woolworths.
how much think about how much effort goes into making all these like, meat products, and they're still expensive. That's kind
True,
of
and they add so much shit into them as well.
yeah.
I mean, I like meat. You know that, obviously.
No, I liked the flavor of meat as well. Yeah, loved it. I love like, rare steak.
Do you miss it?
Now that I think about
take
it,
empathy out of it. Do you miss a steak, a juicy eye fillet, covered in maybe like some mushroom sauce or garlic sauce or aioli
I
or
can imagine
something?
the flavor, yeah, but the thought of it disgusts me. So it's
Okay,
but it's hard. It's very hard for me to let go of like the empathetic thought. Or even
that's
if
cool.
empathy's gone, I think it's just like yuck.
Yeah,
So
no,
it's hard to
Yep.
I have to ignore a lot for me to think it's yummy.
So you're gonna be a vegan for the rest of your days at this point, you think? Because in like 5 years you might be a completely different person. Do you know what I mean?
That's right. Yeah.
So you might.
Like 5 years ago, I wasn't vegan. In fact, I was like almost anti-vegan.
You were.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I just couldn't see what I see now. Yeah.
Okay.
And I was.
Do you learn different things at different times and stuff?
Yeah. I was kind of someone who bashed veganism. Like, and I had a family member, like a reasonably close family member, who was vegan, and I bet I made their life hard. Yeah. With all my questions and like just mocking them. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's easy to mock vegans. Just from, I guess, what they've done in the past. See, we've fucking talked about this how many times, this conversation. And I'm not against it, man.
Yeah.
I've done it. I've tried it.
Yeah.
And I just found, for me, it wasn't sustainable. But we've talked about it so much that I've fucking lost my train of thought right now. And I was going to get into something good. What were we just talking about? Oh, you mocked...
Yeah, being mocked. Yeah.
You mocked vegans. I think it's easy. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Why is there labels? Why are you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm annoyed at the labels.
I hate having to say I'm vegan. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate it, honestly.
It's a label.
What?
You don't label me as a meat eater.
Well,
you just
I
go,
kinda-
Corey, what's up?
Yeah, the way that I
don't
would...
say vegan. What's up?
There is a term which is used by like vegans, I suppose. There was a film called Carnage, and within it called people who ate meat carnists, as in they were for the consumption.
So
of,
that's the vegan equivalent.
yeah,
is
yeah,
carnists.
kind of, yeah.
Okay.
And so this is an interesting thing because I consider that the default stance of a human to be vegan, as in not consuming animals.
A default?
Yeah.
How do you mean?
Like as in, say historically,
that.
we would almost be vegan if we look at the
there was vegan dinosaurs.
Yeah, true, herbivores. Yeah,
Herbivores, yeah.
If we look at the origins of humans in our species, the primary parts of our diet, based on our physical makeup now, wasn't highly concentrated in the consumption of meat. So our bodies are poorly adjusted to it. And then also like the consumption of dairy, for instance. Most people on the earth are lactose intolerant. That's a sign that we're not really built for eating or drinking milk.
And when you do eat a big steak or something, you are always lethargic afterwards. Not always, but like we were talking the other day, for me, eating lean meat and kangaroo meat and stuff is I feel way better than if I'm eating a steak, even though the steak probably tastes even better. But you do. If you have a big meal, you feel real lethargic after it.
Yeah, I can't.
I mean, I love it.
Can't tell you what causes that.
No,
I think that it just may be very difficult to digest. I that's all I think it is. I don't think eating meat will cause you to be to have less energy. I just know that it is more difficult, or it takes more
just
time
to digest.
in our stomach.
It's probably only for 15, 20 minutes while you're digesting.
Yeah.
But that's probably any meal, right?
I think if you eat a lot
of any meal,
almost anything, you will feel very slow. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just a feature of humans. I wouldn't say it's exclusive to meat. Yeah. It's just if we eat a lot, we'll feel tired. It's like I think I might have mentioned that it's similar to the way like a bear would hibernate.
Yeah. Okay,
like
so
they eat a whole bunch and then they just sleep.
Just relax, just cruise, and just sleep the whole winter.
Yeah. I think that's maybe what that's about.
Well, what was I saying the other day? A polar bear eats one seal a week, which has 100,000 calories. So, like a normal, and they're the biggest bears in the world, aren't they? Like, is that right?
I don't know. They look very skinny when they're shorn or have no fur. That's
true. But I think because they're so malnourished, I think because it's hard to find seals, and they go years.
Right. Global warming's causing a lot of problems for the polar bears.
It's not real. It's not real. Do you mind Google that? See what the biggest bears? Do you mind if I run the toilet?
All right, let's find out.
Keep talking.
All right, we got two viewers at the moment. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Let me Google this real quick. Largest bear. Oh, it might be the Kodiak bear. Yeah, okay, so a brown bear, which lives in Alaska. Yep. I don't know. Okay, no, I think he's right. Yeah, well, the heaviest recorded polar bear was 2,200 pounds. The brown bear, 2,500 pounds. So brown bear, the Kodiak, might be the biggest that's found. Yeah.
And what was the polar bear?
2,200, the largest ever. But the typical average weight is not that big. Yeah.
Okay.
So it might have been just a really fortunate brown bear that got a lot of food that year.
True, because you're right. They're
like carb load for months.
The polars.
Grizzlies and polars. Yeah, I don't know if they still do that.
Dude, up until recently, I had never known, because it is, I guess, publicized as, there was like Humphrey B. Bear. Do you remember Humphrey B. Bear as a kid? It's like this big brown bear, had the yellow tie. It was awesome. But like they're always known as cute and cuddly. Until like now you like YouTube bear, and bears, they're cute and cuddly from far. And I'm talking far because they are quick. Dude, watching that Revenant movie, have you seen that with DiCaprio?
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Dude, all right, so I only watched up to after the bear attack. Because I don't know what was happening that day, but I watched the bear attack and it freaked me the fuck out. I don't know. I'm just like, I can't watch the rest of this.
Yeah.
I've seen a video too. Dude's on a push bike, like a mountain bike, and he's just traveling through, and he must have the camera on his head. You seen that? And he looks over and the bear's there, and he's like, oh shit. And he just books it, looks back, the bear's chasing him. Oh.
He can probably run faster than he can ride. Yeah.
Yeah, right?
It's my turn to duck away.
Oh, okay, cool. What's up, peeps? Where's that mouse gone, bro? On the flow. Hey, yo. So this is a bit of a random episode because Kurtis is going away. Going to miss him. I think while he's gone, we're going to upload some clips and we might even do something super special, which would be good. But I'll keep that under wraps. What's up, man? Comment to me. We've had a couple. One drink these days really only That's it. That's all it takes to get me. Is one beer, and I'm a little bit. I don't know if anyone else does this as well. I just went to the toilet, right, and halfway through my piss, I press the flush button because I'm thinking it's coming. My piss will come to an end as kind of the flush ends, but as just then, I don't know because I've had a hell of a lot of liquid. I'm pissing, and midway I'm like, all right, this is coming to an end, and I flush, and it's going, and my piss is still going, and it's going thick and strong too. It's not dribbling, it's not trinkling, it's fucking a bullet into that toilet. And the flush cycle ends, and I still got like a litre of piss to go. Yo.
I heard you talking about it.
Well, I couldn't find the thing, so I mean, not that that's needed, but
all right, we're back.
Do you ever feel that? You know what I'm talking about?
I heard a bit of it.
All I said was like when you're taking a piss.
Mm.
Sometimes, do you ever press the flush button early to run it? You know what I mean? Like, so as the flush is going, you end your piss.
Never.
Never? Oh, okay. So that's what I did when I was in there, and I'm pissing and I'm going strong, and then I'm like, all right, this is going to end soon, so I flushed it. My bladder tricked me and had like a hell of a lot more, and it was just pissing out hard. And then the flush cycle ended, and then I continued to piss. Lucky it was clear because the toilet water's clear. Otherwise, you wouldn't know.
That's the reason why I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. All right, well, if it's thick yellow and you're dehydrated, then you probably wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
All
right, cool.
All
right. Corey taking a dump. I don't think so. No. Just the beers are getting to us.
Just, a couple of beers, man. Dude, I'm real...
This is good. We should probably drink more.
We should drink more.
Yeah.
We're advocating not drinking, experimenting.
Yeah,
okay?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, like, more on the show. Maybe we'll intend to do more in the future. Maybe, like, higher frequency as well. Like, more than one a week.
More episodes.
Yeah, so maybe one a week we might be able to just relax a bit.
Well, yeah, it could be, and doesn't matter. Like today's a Monday, and we got free time.
Heaps of time. It's a good thing with our job. Yeah,
it's so good.
We get a lot of time.
Start early, finish early. You can do whatever you want.
Afternoon. Yeah.
Couple more comments.
A couple more comments. I've got to be able to
zoom that in a bit.
Yeah. There's a way I can do this. Yeah. Anyway.
But you're right. No. So yeah, like the it's fun, man. It's good. We're trying to zoom in. Yeah, comments. How do we had it down here, right?
Tequila. Yeah, I did have it down here. Yeah.
Is that easy for you to read in the black?
This one's easier. Yeah. Do you think it's easier?
Corey taking a dump.
Yeah. Shots. Tequila. Yeah.
Taking a dump.
I think that's very Australian. Don't you think?
I've never heard it anywhere else. Taking a dump. If you were to say that, that's what we should do. Like, you should go over to Norway.
Oh, yeah, I'll come back with, like, common sayings.
Keen.
Yeah.
Get in. Dude, you got to learn some, man.
Yeah.
You got to learn some Norwegian, and you got to maybe film
I'll
while you're over there.
I will. Yeah.
And walk up to a random and be like, dude, what do you think taking a dump means?
Oh, okay. Interview people.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, like Australian slang. There's definitely videos like that on YouTube.
Yeah, you know those videos?
Yeah.
Tequila.
Yeah.
Tequila.
That's the song, isn't it?
That's Shakira. That's the song.
Yeah. All right, yeah. See you ahead. Thank you for tuning in, by the way. Yeah. Gotcha.
Thank you. Promoted. All
Get
promoted.
some subs. Yeah, well done.
Get some subs.
Thank you for your comments. All right. Yeah, man. I think those questions were answered.
Yeah, they were cool, man. It was honestly really good to have interaction. How long you got on that beer? You keen on that?
Yeah, I'm good. No, you can go.
Happy days. I like your little setup. Oh, it's hard, bro. Yeah, I hope those questions were answered. And I hope you got something off your chest.
And of course, like I might have mentioned, my answers will be different from another person's answers. Like,
from another vegan person's answers?
Yeah, that's right. There, there's different levels of a vegan.
Is
yeah.
there?
Well, yeah, like how serious someone takes it. I think there is only one way to be vegan, but people might consider themselves vegan if they're not being totally vegan. Is what I mean. Yeah.
Okay, cheating, you mean?
Yeah, or
Is there cheaters, vegans?
Only doing part of it. Well, media would try and tell you, yeah, that there's cheaters, like vegans who cheat. Yeah, but I wouldn't call them a vegan then if they were cheating.
Yeah, you can class them as a vegan. A vegan would be.
Yeah, well, I don't know if we brought up the definition before, but it's like someone who does everything as far as is practicable, so as can be put into practice to avoid the harm and suffering caused to animals. Yeah, so if they're doing everything that they can to avoid it, then that's what a vegan is. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's not as though like I'm a vegan. Like it's kind of like that's what they are, and then people call them this name. That's what they do. Yeah.
Well, I remember bringing up to you the other day the vegans that stormed that shop,
the steak restaurant,
the steak joint
in Melbourne here. Yeah,
and they had picket fences, like pickets,
signs and stuff. Probably like meters murder or something like that.
Yeah, and they were screaming. Can we get that up?
Yeah, sure.
Because this is probably who you do not want to be associated with, right? As being a vegan male man.
Yeah.
You don't want to be, well, I don't know, maybe you do, but would you do anything like this?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't, because there are, I do follow laws, and it's very tough. Like I in some ways I would be okay with breaking a law to save the life of an animal.
What would that be? How far would you go?
Let's say if someone was beating their own dog.
Oh, I fucking hate that, eh?
Yeah.
I hate that. Yeah, don't beat your dog. Your dog's your best mate.
Yeah.
Your dog's your best mate.
There's probably a few other examples, but when animals are considered property,
would you smack a dog?
I don't think it's necessary. No, it's just a dog. It's how it is naturally. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, but you know how like people smack like not like a ball.
Yeah, I have in the past. Yeah, I won't deny having done that. Hit it on the backside.
In the backside or like tap of the nose, like just a little, little bang.
Yeah, I tried to never hit their face because I know their nose was sensitive. And
they get I think then that's when they get real scared of you.
Yeah, that's
as well. Like you raise a hand, they're like, you don't want a scared dog.
No, you don't. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And I think if it's a if it is an angry kind of dog, well then that's what it is.
Well, you bought the dog knowing it's going to be an angry dog. Like I guess like Rottweilers. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember. I was really young. I don't know if this happened, but I think it did. Where we had a Rottweiler, named Shana. And this is when I was real young, so I might be getting the story wrong, but she tried to jump in like through the window to get either me or Rowan, my brother, when he was a baby, or when I was a baby. And I remember getting rid of her for that reason. Now I don't know. I could be wrong, but I remember that whole situation unfolding because she was too aggressive. And I don't know what like repercussions. We just got rid of her because she was, if she could act getting through. I'm pretty sure this is right. If she could do that or try and do that while my parents are home, or like maybe they're not in the room one time, and she gets in and mauls me or mauls my brother, like you'd have to put the dog down, right? So we got rid of her, and I think we gave it to, I don't know, to be honest, but hopefully it was a good person.
Yeah, okay.
She probably would no longer be around right now.
Yeah. It's possible that animal doesn't fit in with our society. Yeah.
Like a defective dog or something.
Yeah, well, it's not its fault, right?
Just the way it's raised, maybe.
Or maybe it's even innate. So we would know it's in its nature to be more like a wolf.
Yeah, and
similar
it's
to a
chemicals.
wolf, not a wolf. Yeah.
But violent, more violent
Yeah, you would
than
expect,
a home
yeah.
dog.
And so some animals just don't fit, and I think we shouldn't make those animals. They only exist because we make them.
Yeah, and then okay, let's say we make all those dogs. What do you reckon we do with them? We put them on an island somewhere and let them fend for themselves.
There is someone who has taken in a lot of animals, like 50 dogs or something, spayed them all, so they can't breed.
Is that what you call it? Spayed?
Spayed, neutered.
Like desexed?
Yeah.
Desexed.
Yeah.
Spayed? Where's that
It's
from?
like, it might be used more in livestock.
Okay.
But, so they can't breed, but they can still live, and then they keep them alive, and then eventually they'll die out.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, a lot of people say, like, if we all became vegan overnight, we'd get overrun with cows and animals and...
Well, there would be, not overnight.
Well, it probably would never happen.
You don't reckon we'd be overrun?
Because most of them are artificially inseminated anyway. That's the only way we've got to these populations.
But now that that's happened, because that's happened, you can't take that back. Wouldn't they keep breeding?
They'll keep breeding.
And they have like 6 kids at a time, you know?
But they wouldn't be able to sustain themselves, I guess. We're wholly responsible for their lives. Yeah.
All right, well, what about something like a tiger or something? Now, I know there's a tiger in the zoo, right? Mm-hmm. In the Melbourne Zoo.
Yep.
And he's got like not much land, let's be real, for a tiger. They're probably meant to walk hundreds of kilometers a day kind of thing.
Yep.
In the wild. I don't know, I'm just ad-libbing.
And he's stuck in a small cage or something.
Stuck in the cage. Now, I've always said, I reckon he could get out if he wants to.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it's possible.
I reckon he could go like schizo and just get the fuck out. You know? But like, let's say, well, I guess he couldn't really breed if he's the only one, because I think there's only one there. So he couldn't really breed with anyone in...
Yeah, he probably wouldn't, yeah.
But what if he got out and we just let him roam?
Yeah.
Do you reckon he'd have to kill something?
Yeah, he'd probably...
He'd have to kill.
He probably wouldn't like it in the city. He'd probably run away and then go after all the deer that we've introduced as well. Or probably kangaroos. And I don't know how he'd probably die.
He'd probably die.
Yeah.
And he might be real old. But they'd have to breed him again, surely, at some point, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't they? To keep up the zoo's appearance and...
Yeah.
Oh my God, like, Philip the tiger, he's just been born. Come and check him out at the zoo.
Yeah, it's a money thing. Zoos, a lot of them are for profit or for entertainment. Some of them aren't for conservation.
I remember telling you to work at the zoo because I remember you going through some things, and then I realized, I'm like, maybe the zoo, he wouldn't like to work there. They capture animals and they keep him trapped. And I'm like, because I knew you were going through like some these feelings, and you're like, man, this is fucked. I want to do more, rah. And I'm just like, I suggested work at the zoo, bro. And then I went to the zoo, and to be honest, it was awesome. It's awesome to see these random animals like meerkats. Meerkats are like this big, man.
Really?
They're sick. And they're running around. I don't know, they're cool, man. They're popping up and then I was just like, oh man, maybe you wouldn't like them in cages and shit. So probably a bad place to work.
There are some zoos which are okay, where they are attempting to, say, rebuild the population of a really endangered species. And it could only be done in a place where we can monitor them, make sure, like, we can give them, like, vet help straight away if anything bad happens during a pregnancy. Whereas if that wasn't around, it might mean the end of the species, which will mean, say, the loss of them in their ecosystem, which could cause their ecosystem to collapse like dominoes. Because ecosystems are that. They are a complicated network of many different things living together. And if you take something out of that, often you'll have a massive overpopulation of some other animal. Say that's what's happening in North Queensland or in West Queensland. A lot of kangaroos are now just overbreeding because we've taken away, or we've altered the ecosystem so drastically with our crops that we've knocked down all these forests. And when you do things like that, you start to destroy the natural order, and then things can go really south. You can see many species dying off because maybe their only food source has now been killed. So that's when a zoo could be helpful.
Okay.
But when they do it,
Well, I'm sure
just to
Melbourne, Melbourne Zoo would be decent like that, right?
I don't know. I don't even know. I don't think so though.
No.
Yeah, I
Like Australia Zoo, Steve
Australia
Irwin,
Zoo, yeah.
surely.
Yeah. But I don't think all their exhibits are for that purpose.
No,
a lot of
they're
them
not.
are like an alligator or crocodile, rather, for example.
Australia.
Yeah. They don't need to be kept in zoos. We've got plenty of them. So
Plenty alligator, plenty crocodiles.
So they're kept there for entertainment purposes.
Crocodiles would fuck you up.
Yeah, you don't want to go near a croc.
Dude, they got the scales. They got like 1 trillion teeth. These dudes, the fucking dudes who put their heads in the croc.
Oh.
See, I like to, skydive and do some dangerous things. Putting my head in that crocodile thing, fuck that. I don't know the force of it slamming shut. But it'll be a lot.
Super strong.
It'd probably chop your head off. Wouldn't it? It'd chop your head off.
It'd squish your head. You go flat.
You'd be a pancake head.
It's like 20...
The reverse of Stewie Griffin. No.
I don't know how many newton meters of force, but it's crazy. Apparently they don't have very strong muscles going in the opposite direction. But the open.
Imagine that on the fucking... When I watch this back at some point.
Yeah.
Me doing that like a dickhead.
Yeah.
Life goes on.
Yeah, they can close. They have more muscles dedicated to closing than opening.
Oh, wait, more dedicated to closing.
Yeah.
So like us,
that's why they
obviously.
Slam. Yeah, we don't have very strong opening. Yeah, anyway, that's the case for crocodiles. And yeah, that's done for exhibition purposes.
Have you ever seen the movie Rogue?
No.
Oh, dude, great movie about a crocodile. They're in Northern Territory. And there's like one American actor. It's got Stephen Curry. And he's a legend too. He looks like Rowan, actually. Do you reckon? Do you know Stephen Curry? No. Oh, okay. Get up a picture of Stephen Curry.
I just know Steph Curry, like the basketballer.
No, Stephen Curry is an Australian actor. He's on like The Nugget. He's been in a few like TV shows and a couple of ads. He was like on a chip ad or something, like a Smith chip ad. Type in like the get him up, put him up.
Just got Steph Curry.
Oh no, that's Steph Curry, the b-ball player, the 3-point king. He is good, man. Eh?
I don't watch him. Oh yeah, you're right. He does. Yeah.
Do you reckon he looks like Rowan, my brother? Look at him. That's Rowan.
Oh dear. A little.
Yeah, just a little. Maybe more in different in that fat one. No, what was the whole point of that? Oh, dude, yeah, Rogue, and it's this massive crocodile. It's great, man. It's a real, I don't know, however many meters, however many tons, but it's like, like one of those movies where the shark's massive, like Megalodon or something. But it's a big crocodile, and it's not like super duper fake. Like it's an Australian movie. It's really good. I'd recommend it to anyone.
Okay.
I don't know why I bring that up.
Oh, just a crocodile example.
Just because why not?
And yep, that's all. I think. Yeah.
That's it. All right, play this video.
Yeah, okay. We'll bring up this vegan activists Storm Melbourne Steakhouse video. I think they called it a rare steakhouse or something.
I'm not sure. Do you know what?
The actual name of the place.
Okay.
Sure. Anyway.
And this is in the city?
Yeah, this is in Melbourne City. Here, direct action everywhere. Melbourne United for Animal Liberation. I can't see everything here. Until every animal is free. There's a few other things that they have here. They're using like what they call megaphones to.
Would you let them in your store?
I think they just stormed in.
Like, they just came in. But what? The owner could kick them out, sure. Or you could shoot them. I mean, you probably couldn't, but...
I don't think you can shoot them. Murder's never okay.
No, okay. But you could do some sort of means to get them the fuck out.
I don't know if you can... You could just have to call the cops. Like,
yeah,
we had people in a retail store that I worked for where people come in that we just wanted out because they were obvious... Yeah, they were trying to steal. We just had to call the cops. You can't go up to them. And any person who works in this restaurant would be advised just to like stand away,
Just
call
chill
the
out.
police, because
Enjoy your steak.
yeah, you can be punched and like you don't have to be punched.
Yeah, pointless to
Yeah.
fight.
Yeah.
Fire with fire, really.
Yeah, yeah,
It's you need some water in there.
yeah, yeah. That's right. So and think of it like an average restaurant. They're not going to have bouncers or whatever.
Yeah. Why would they have bouncers unless it was at night time? And look at this kid. Look
Yeah.
at this kid.
I think it's
Violence! What do we want? Animal liberation!
It's still a
What do
kid.
we want it now?
yeah.
Look at that woman. Fuck that woman, man.
Okay, yeah. I don't know what the thing is. Before their flesh hit your plate. Yeah.
What's it say?
Before their
Before.
flesh hit your plate, yeah. So a lot of vegans would not consider meat to be food. They consider it just to be flesh,
Oh, okay.
body part. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Anyway, that's that video.
Yeah, it's a long topic that I feel like it's a bit of back and forth. But
Yeah, that there, the reason why I would say that's not okay, because it's breaking laws. But I would also say at the same time, some laws that exist now aren't great.
of course.
Yeah. Like a stance would be that it, why do you go to jail for killing or hurting a dog and not a cow? Like, what's the difference there? I think that's a
Do you go to jail if you kill a dog?
Yeah, if you abuse a dog, and then the same way that you would abuse a cow or maybe even a sheep, yeah, you'll go to jail. You'll face jail time.
Serious?
Yeah, it's animal abuse. Like that's not a word made up by vegans. Animal abuse is a thing. You've probably heard about it.
Yeah,
before,
definitely. But I didn't know killing a dog. I mean, respect. Like, go to fucking jail. Like, a dog
and
are
so
legends.
the thing
A
that's,
dog are legends. I don't know what that means.
the,
There's too many of these. Dogs are legends.
dogs are great.
Dogs are great. Dogs are your best friends. Dogs are the one. Like, Malty out there. Malty's a cat, and I bought him. It was more of an impulse buy than anything.
Okay. Yeah.
And I wouldn't take him back for the world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why I asked him to stay with you.
Yeah.
Actually got to ask him to stay with
Yeah,
someone else.
yeah.
For when you go away. But he's not a dog, obviously. He's a cat. But he is like a dog. Anyone who's seen
still
my
has a personality. Still, yeah.
Anyone who's seen my Snapchats, I'll do anything to. And if he was in harm's way, he was when he was staying with me, when I was in Keilor, he would run outside, and sometimes stay out all night, and there'd be other cats there, and I'd be like, depending on what the cat looked like and stuff, I'd fucking
You'd be
scare her
worried,
away.
Yeah.
I'd be worried. I'm like, don't touch my cat. That's my man.
Yeah.
That's my man. That's my boy.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with my boy.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm saying, like, and we had dog. Like, I had two Pomeranians growing up. One's name was Brandy. She was awesome, man. She probably got neglected a little bit. I don't know. Just me growing up in my teen years was a bit silly.
Yeah.
And just things changed in life where we just didn't take the best care. Not like the best care. I mean, just like spending more time with her is what I mean.
They're a lot of effort, really. Animals are to look after.
Yeah.
Properly.
Yeah. And like, my sister was out of home. My brother was out of home. And then I just had, you had, like, when you're going through your teens, you have like a personal life and everything's really fucking important. It's not. It's bullshit.
Yeah. I get that.
Yeah. And so, like, that's what I was doing other shit, and I just didn't take as good of care as I could have. And then we had Jetta. We got Jetta later on, and Jetta was like littler, fluffier, more of a baby. It was a baby. And he got a lot of care, and then sort of the same thing happened. We had to give it, and then, things happened. We had to give them away. But they were both fucking awesome, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
It would be the same thing with Malty. Like, I would fucking, you honestly would take a bullet for these dogs.
Yeah. Yeah. What's interesting is those kind of natures and personalities that you might see within a dog or a cat or any other companion animal that exists. They can also be found in cows or pigs. Yeah, it's not something that's exclusive.
Do you think like hogs, like a fucking
maybe
wild?
I don't know about a bull. definitely, I've seen some really dirty pigs.
Mm.
I don't know about a bull, like rather a bush pig. I don't know.
See,
I assume that they're more wild. Yeah, well, like, yeah, it's not something that's exclusive to these animals that we keep. Yeah.
true, we don't keep cows in our backyard and
Yeah.
stuff.
But when you see a cow that has been kept, like saved from a slaughterhouse or a dairy farm,
Would be real
yeah,
compassionate.
really playful, and it bounces around and it's
Oh, really?
happy, and it gets down on its paws and goes like this, and then jumps up and barks around and runs. Yeah, it gallops. It's clearly happy in the same way that you would see a happy jumpy dog. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I agree actually, because I remember going to, I think it might have been Trentham or somewhere, and just going past one of these houses. In like the forest, they have like just a wire fence and stuff, in the outback and rainforest-y kind of thing.
Trentham's, bit of a mix there. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
I don't know what you'd call it, but
yeah.
bit outbacky, foresty kind of thing. Anyway, and I remember seeing a horse, and it just jumped and ran at someone's fence, and I'm like, it was like a littler horse though. It wasn't I don't think it was a donkey, but it was just like a baby horse or
Probably a
something.
pony. Like
Pony?
That's a small horse. Yeah. Yeah.
You're right. Probably could have been. It was honestly the same height as me.
Probably pony.
Probably pony.
Yeah.
Anyway, and I jumped the fence, and I walked up to it, and I held it and like patted it. I got a photo with it and everything, and it was cool. Like I was nervous because you don't know, they could just boot you, and their kicks, man, they'll fuck you up.
Probably seen some videos of that. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Dude, can we get a vid up? Is there vids on YouTube
probably
on that?
Couldn't show it. I bet there is, but I probably don't want to show
Oh, okay.
like real gruesome stuff.
True.
Yeah.
But the kick, anyway, so you're nervous, but I just don't know. I'm not growing up. I haven't grown up around horses or.
No, I did. But I was still scared of them.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Well, they're big, and they're like
Yeah.
they're a different species. They're
So
different to
you-
us.
It's very hard to trust them totally. Yeah. But it's weird that you can with a cat and dog usually.
Well, maybe because they're
most
furry
dogs.
and they look sweet.
Yeah.
But there's feral cats
And there's bad dogs.
and there's bad dogs.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that might cause you to distrust other animals.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
But then again, you can't see that as the same. You have a bad relationship, it doesn't mean you fucking cut off all girls or dudes, whatever.
Right.
But
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
you know what I mean? And you have a bad friendship, doesn't mean you cut off all dudes to be friends with. So it's like you have one bad experience with a dog. It's like, fuck that dog. Fuck, I hate dogs. But do you hate dogs, or do you just hate that one because that one hated you for no reason?
Yeah. Probably the latter.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I don't know. Like, but I guess on the same token as well, you wouldn't, like, people have snakes as pets. People have spiders as pets. People
Yeah.
have, like...
Yeah, I don't know how a spider would exhibit a personality. I think
Just
people
8 eyes looking at you, just...
I think people they might just like the look of a
Well,
spider or something like that.
well, spiders are fucking dangerous, man.
Yeah, some are. Yeah.
On that, like, a lot of spiders eat, like, their mum eats, like, the dad.
Yeah.
That, you know that, right? They have babies and then they eat the dad, or they get
Yeah.
pregnant, they eat the...
Yeah.
I think they fuck and then they eat the dad.
Yeah. There's some wherein they like plant the eggs inside the father or something like that.
Oh, the dad has the
And then
kids.
The babies.
That
eat
sounds
the
familiar.
dad. Yeah.
Oh, the babies eat the dad from
Yeah, I
inside
don't know if
out.
it's a spider, but another insect. Yeah, pretty weird.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Is that on the same token? Is this whole concept like vegan thing? Like, because that's natural.
That's nature. Yeah. And that's right. So we have the ability to decide. We have this moral thing that we've created. Doesn't really exist outside of our thoughts. We are able to choose what we think is right and wrong. And, whereas something which is in nature doesn't. So, a horse will act as it does, or a cow will act as it does, but it doesn't have a set of rules that it's decided are fair and reasonable. Yeah, it just lives. Yeah, and a spider has got no way of possessing what we have. Yeah, but unless it possesses, say, a moral code or...
Well, we
compass,
wouldn't know if it did, really. Like,
That's right.
We're having so much trouble, aren't we, with, like... Is it orcas? They're like this... like killer whales, they're super duper smart. and they can contact each other fucking miles away.
Yeah, most whales can. Yeah,
We can't decipher their language though.
No, yeah, that's right. Yeah, and so I think, I guess from my stance is I would find it strange to make the jump from we don't know really what they're saying and what they're speaking, and then saying, okay, it's all right for us to kill them then because they're just a little bit different.
Well, we killed Neanderthals, right?
Yeah,
we fucked up
did.
Neanderthals because
that's
we were
right.
smarter.
Yeah,
What do you think?
somehow we may even kill them with disease. I think
Disease? What do you mean?
disease.
Disease.
Yeah,
sorry.
like just our.
I thought you meant we like slept on them.
Oh.
They're like, you sleeping, bro, you sleeping.
Yeah, I think there was like actual fights and stuff, but we bred with them as well. Like we're all part Neanderthal.
Yeah, we're all part Neanderthal.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I want to.
Yeah.
I want to do that 23andMe, man. I'm keen to do it, and I want to find out because you find out how much like African you got in you, how much Neanderthal, how much like English or whatever I've got in me. If I do, I don't know.
That's a cool thing to know. Yeah. Yeah, it'd be cool to get a more general test. Yeah, I would get a DNA test from somewhere. Yeah, I'd do it.
Yeah, you do it, but you don't want to do 23andMe
I'm
because
not
you
sure
didn't
about
trust
them.
it. That's what we were talking about last time, right?
I don't know who I'd get to do the test, but yeah, because there are. Did I tell you about like potential insurance, like things that might have repercussions in the future?
No, what
Say
was
if
that?
somebody possesses your DNA, they'll be able to analyze it and say, okay, you've got these genes. That means you're predisposed to developing cancer at 50 or prostate cancer at 50.
Okay.
Therefore, we're going to give you a high insurance premium because we know
They do that.
They will. Like, yeah, it's going to be done if you provide your DNA to companies. They can use it against you in that way. Without
fuck that because that's fuck that. That's not real though. It's like what if my dad got cancer at 60, fucking touch wood, man. That it doesn't. Surely that does. You know, I'm exposed to it, but it doesn't mean that I'm going to get it.
No. It may.
There's
also,
hereditary things that someone just doesn't get. That happens.
That's right. Yeah, it's all about chance. That's what an insurance company would take. That's
true. They
decide.
just calculate. Oh, his father had this. Maybe his uncle had this. He's gonna get it, but he might never get it. But we're gonna jack his fucking prices up.
Same. How about we consider like the insurance for a car? All males, young males, will be paying more than a young female, not because of any hereditary, but because statistically
we're erratic.
They're more likely to be in crashes. Yeah.
True, and it's bullshit because it's where you live as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that would go into play. Yeah, and it's possible it's not always fair or accurate.
No, I really don't think.
But
so.
they do ask you where you're from, and when
they get your address, and literally, if you're from Melton, it's less, it's cheaper. But if you live in Footscray, it's going to be more because you are surrounded by traffic. You might get fucking hit. Yeah. But it doesn't change the fact. Sorry, man, I'm cutting you off. Yeah. But it doesn't change the fact that you might fucking take the tram or you might take the train into the city all the time.
Some are asking. I remember when I last got insurance that someone did ask whether how much were you using the car and were you using it every day or. Yeah,
they ask how much you're using it.
Yeah. So they're taking a lot of things into consideration. If they were also to take into consideration your DNA makeup.
It's a scary one, actually. Now
maybe they know you'll lose sight. You've got this degenerative fault within your genes. Then you're probably gonna one day drive and not realize you can't see very well and have a crash. And they'll charge you more money for it. Well, I'm not against being charged lots of money. Should make that known. But yeah, it could be used against you.
Okay.
And I think DNA, 23andMe will sell your DNA. But
you'd have to, because you'd have to sign something, surely, like that. No one reads fucking terms and conditions, eh?
If we went through it one day, I'm sure you'd find like we reserve the right to sell your information to third parties or something like that.
I don't like that. That's probably where they can steal your ideas and shit too.
Yeah, maybe. Something. Yeah. So it's got to be careful.
Conspiracy stealing ideas.
Don't want to get too far into the conspiracy, but being careful with that kind of information is something that I'd like to do. But I mean, it's really easy to get someone's DNA. Just
pluck their hair, grab their nail or like scratch them or something.
Like hair doesn't degenerate. It's like almost lasts forever.
Hair does.
Yeah.
Doesn't it really?
Yeah.
You'd think the world would be covered in hair.
Yeah, it gets eaten by a lot of things, but yeah, on its own.
So if you're in the coffin when you die, something eats your hair. Then is that what happens? Because you turn to skeleton. Obviously, you just fade away.
Yeah,
Rigor mortis
probably
and post mortem and shit.
Probably skin will still be there. Yeah.
Yeah. But your hair would go.
Fingernails should be there for a long time. Yeah. Hair is very long. It's a very simple, say, structure in the way it's made up. It's very strong. Yeah, anyway.
Yeah, fair.
That's it. It's been a big conversation, man.
Yeah, man, we've gone for a while. How long have we gone for?
2 hours. Yeah, about 2 hours. Someone's been watching the whole time, so thank you for watching.
Bless up.
Whoever you are.
Type something in the comments.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Yeah, man. I know. Do you want to keep going? Do you wanna fucking just wrap it up? You got anything?
Yeah, I guess we should say what we're up to.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yes, we have changed the background actually.
I did want to. Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Just quickly.
We're progressing there. We're going to slowly change it.
Yeah, we might.
Got a bit of art over there. We're gonna get more here. Maybe even more elsewhere. We'll just make the whole place look a little bit more interesting.
More interesting, more vibes, more about us. I think you know what I mean. Like, just what we enjoy.
Yeah, boring brown wall stays boring, but you can express yourself with it.
Exactly. I don't mind the brown. It's like a log cabin.
Yeah, it kind of looks like that. Yeah.
You know, it's sick. I enjoy it. So what are we doing then?
Well, I'll be heading away for 2 months. And so I think in the meantime, we may be able to make a few videos while I'm away. We may check in, but they probably won't be full conversations like this. I might just tell you about what I'm up to.
Might just,
like that.
Yeah.
Might be able to compile something for this channel.
Something's like special. That's what I was saying when you were taking a piss. Something a little different, maybe. Like.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I'll be able to make time for that. And also, we'll be cutting a lot of our videos up into clips, into the highlights. Yeah. So if you're someone who maybe wouldn't normally watch one of these really long videos, these highlights should be able to, provide you a bit of entertainment without you having to commit an hour or so, or 2 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, because from what we've been told a million times, even someone was saying from you, I think an hour was too long. Fuck that, man. Oh,
our conversations are very easy to keep on going.
It's light work just to chat shit. You know what I'm saying? Only if we got paid to talk shit would be great. But yeah, man, so you're going away to Norway. You obviously aren't going to...
Copenhagen, yep.
Yeah, you're just going to travel all over fucking... Yeah. What is it? Is it Eastern Europe?
It's, I guess, Northern Europe.
Northern Europe.
Yeah, and I don't even know whether Norway's part of Europe.
Okay, what would it be?
Not sure. It's just... it could be part of Europe. I think it's separate.
Okay.
Doesn't have the euro as a currency, anyway.
What's it got?
The krona. Krones. Yeah. Norwegian krone.
Do you remember Brad?
No.
Remember Brad, who we worked with at one point?
Oh.
He was always like, let's say you would have something good. You'd have like, I don't know, you'd have like a good job to go to. It'd be like, oh, that's the Krones.
Krones, what's that mean?
That's good.
Oh, okay.
You know, that's the Krones.
No, don't know it. No.
I didn't know it either.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what Krones, I don't know, pointless.
Yeah, anyway, it's like shit. It's maybe I think it's coin, but it's an old word that has been changed in
Krones.
these. Yeah, so Norway, Denmark, Sweden, a lot of these countries have krones, but or krona. I'm not sure exactly the correct way to say it.
They use the Krones to sweeten the deal.
But they have their own Swedish krone, Danish krone, Norwegian krone. Yeah.
Okay, sick. So it's completely different. It's like Icelandic.
Yeah. I don't even know what they use. Yeah, probably have their own currency. Yeah. Anyway, it's near Europe if it's not in Europe.
Okay, it's a stone throw away from Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah, sick. Well, I don't know what I'm going to be doing then.
It'll be 2 months. What are you going to be up to? You having time off around Christmas?
Well, I don't know. Maybe I might like post on the channel by myself at some point. Maybe, I don't know. Just to try like keep up. I don't know. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, it'd be good to keep our consistency. That's what we've been trying to do.
Weekly.
We've been going for like 7 weeks now. This is our 7th. And we had a lot of practice before this as well.
Yeah, 5-6 weeks.
It's probably
7
4
weeks.
months or something like we've actually been
Give
going
me
for.
some,
Yeah.
man. That's pretty fucking sick.
It's a big effort.
It's a
yeah.
commitment, man.
Yeah.
It's a relationship.
Yep. Business relationship.
Yes.
Strictly above board.
Strictly.
Yeah.
Strictly rhymes with dick me.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah. What am I doing? Genuinely,
No big plans?
No big plans. I'll take a little bit of time off over Chrissy, I reckon. Probably do a few trips, like as in, a couple of Airbnbs around Victoria, or might go to the Gold Coast or something.
Yeah, it's cheap to fly.
Yeah, I could just go Tassie or Adelaide. There's a few UFCs coming up, so I'll be watching that. Actually, I've got a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu comp on Saturday. So
yeah, you could share that, the progress on that.
I could share. Yeah, man. Well, I'm second stripe white belt.
Yep.
I've been doing that since April. That's almost like a 10-year commitment kind of thing, really. To get a black belt. But that's not even the thing, man. It's like once you get a stripe, it's like awesome acknowledgement, but it's like next day back to training. You know what I mean? And then second stripe, next day back to training. It's just an award. Like, I'm sure it's the same as it's not the same as getting a Grammy, but I can only imagine artists getting a Grammy and being like, well, back to music. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Like it's nothing special. I think it's popularized to be special, but you don't get this rush of feelings, and that's not to be negative. I hope that's not negative.
Looks like JGG.
Ooh,
I think I know who that is. Says good commitment, boys.
good commitment, boys. Aww,
Yeah.
good commitment, boys. That's Judy, by the way.
I think so. Yeah.
That's my girlfriend. I just thought I'd mention that.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Thanks for commenting. Yeah.
And
Nothing else.
that just focus on getting better, I think. I was thinking the other day, make a 2019. People make resolutions, and I've never been the one to make a resolution, like a New Year's resolution.
No.
I don't think I will. I think I'll be like just a lot more healthy, a lot more fit. I want to put on at least 5 kilos. Just more committed to this. Not that we aren't, obviously.
Yeah. But I think we've both mentioned that we can see there's ways that we can improve.
Yeah.
And we'd love for you guys to give your suggestions as well. If there's something that you think we can improve on, fix, let us know. Anything that we can
do. Like, and then in my own life and in your own life as well. Other than that, man, not much. I feel like I'm boring, but I normally I hate that when I'm like, hey man, what do you got on? And they're like, not much.
Yeah.
But that's me right now.
Sometimes it is. Yeah.
Sometimes it just is, which is bullshit.
Yeah. Well, that's the way life is, I think. Maybe we're told that life is a lot more interesting. Yeah.
Like people on like Instagram stories or Snapchat stories probably try and make their lives more interesting for the camera.
Certainly. Yeah. It's true.
Yeah, it's very true.
And you always share the interesting things.
True. You don't share don't share you sitting at home fucking watching Netflix
every day, going to work or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
Yeah.
But no, there'll be a lot. Honestly, there will be a lot. It's like Christmas. We always do that with the family. It was my brother's 30th on the weekend. We went go-karting. And we got pretty messed up on Saturday night, which was awesome. Dude, go-karting is sick. Have you been go-karting?
I love go-karting, yeah.
We went Ace Karts in Altona, and man, it was fucking like, you're flying. You do like 70 Ks, man, in this little cart, shooting shells and shit. No, but yeah, I don't know, man. It's a whole movement. And it was sick. There was honestly probably like 15 of us maybe on the track, big track. It was fun. It was really fun. So I don't know. I might even do that for my birthday or something. Yeah, man. Do something wild, Yeah. But yeah, we'll keep everyone in the loop and everyone up to date on the media, on the socials.
Yep. Will do. Anyway, I guess that's it for
Episode 7.
in this studio for now.
Oh, true. Maybe you'll give me your keys while you're away.
Yeah, I can do. Yeah.
I don't know. Is that
Yeah,
a...
you can pop in.
Yeah? No, I could record
I
on.
think so. Yeah.
I just do it by myself.
Yeah. Yeah. Have one chair in the middle or something.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
Or like,
what do you reckon?
Make like a doll here. Use a blow up doll and.
Well, only if their mouth is like this.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Is that an option?
Yeah, I think that's fine.
You think?
Yeah.
All right, sick. Well, that's obviously up to you.
We'll work it out.
We'll talk about that off air.
Yeah.
But off air, fucking sound like someone famous, you know? Off air, mate. Yeah, dude, that'd be. I don't know. That'd be cool. Maybe. I don't know. Could get a guest in or some shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. Entirely up to you. Whatever.
Yeah, we'll see what we're doing.
But
anyway, I think that's it for this one.
that's it. Happy days, dude. Cheers, man. I'm gonna miss ya.
Yeah.
I'll just say it over
Cheers.
here. I'm gonna
Yeah.
miss ya because this is fucking. This is
I
like I
appreciate
said.
it.
We were talking before, man. This is the most commitment to stuff I've been doing, and these chats are like water, man. Just fluid as fuck, and
Yeah, it's getting easier. Yeah, each time.
yeah, it's sick. So appreciate you, bro.
That's awesome, man. Thanks for saying that. Yeah.
No
I
worries.
like hearing
Dude.
it. Yep. It's been fun.
See if I might shed a tear actually over it.
Yeah.
All right.
We should go.
We should. Yeah, we've just been chatting so much shit.
All right.
That's what beers will do.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. And yeah, I guess we'll see you soon.
Soon. Let's say that.
Whenever it may be.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah. Let's see you soon.
Awesome. Thanks, you. See ya.
Peace and love.